Ó ti yá o ká jíjọ máa gbọ́, ó ti yá o ká jíjọ máa gbọ́, Yorùbá World Media ni mò ń sọ o. Ó ti yá o ká jíjọ máa gbọ́. Yorùbá World Media, ìkànnì tó dúró tán fún jàǹgbara òmìnira ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Yorùbá World Media, ìkànnì tó ń gbẹnu ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ fún òmìnira ilẹ̀ wa. Yorùbá World Media, ìkànnì tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ sókè fún òmìnira ìran aládé gbogbo. Yorùbá World Media lórí YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Yorùbá World Media. Láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ ní Yorùbá World Media, ẹ kàn sí wa lórí www.yorubaworldmedia.com tàbí kẹ́ fi àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ ṣọwọ́ sí wa látòrí ímeèlì wa info@yorubaworldmedia.com. Yorùbá World Media, ìkànnì tó ń sojú ọmọ Yorùbá jákèjádò àgbáyé.
Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́ níbi gbogbo ibi tí ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. Orúkọ ti tèmi kò yí padà, Comrade Lameed Àkànbí Yágbóyájù ọkùnrin púpọ̀. Mo ní information tí àwọn bàbá wa ní àti YSDN, that's Yorùbá Self-Determination, tó jẹ́ the umbrella body of ìrìnàjò tí a wà yìí, umbrella body of this movement. So kó tó di pé a máa bọ́ sí agbami ètò, ẹ jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè, ọba yìí, kí ọba tó ṣọ́ wa dòní, ọba tó ń jẹ́ kí bẹbẹ tó kó máa bẹ, ọba tó jẹ́ ká rí ọjọ́ òní, nítorí pé kò kí ń ṣe agbára wa, kò ń ṣe pé bóyá a fi ń yọ àwọn tí wọ́n ti kú, tí wọ́n ti lọ. A ó sùn lánàá, a jí lónìí, a gbé apá wa, ó ṣe gbé, a gbé ẹsẹ̀ wa, ó ṣe gbé, ó tó ọpẹ́, ó tó ìyìn fún ọba Elédùmarè tí ó dá wa sí ayé. Mo wá fi àsìkò yìí mo fi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ tí ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Yorùbá World Media. Ojú tẹ́ fi ń wò wá kò ní fọ́, etí tẹ́ fi ń gbọ́ wá kò ní di. Ẹ kú gbogbo ìgbà. Tí ó bá sẹ́yìn kò sí àwa. Tí ó bá dẹ̀ sí information tí a fẹ́ pass sí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, a kò ní dédé jáde lórí Yorùbá World Media. Àti pé àwa ò kí ń gbé ẹ̀mí ọ̀hún, a kì í gbé ẹ̀mí ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá à ń gbé gbóná unnecessarily. Bọ̀ kí Ọlọ́run kó ṣe kíni, kó fún wa ṣe. Gbogbo àwọn mídíà ní àpapọ̀ tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìlọsíwájú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun, Oòduà á gbè yín, kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Kó tó di pé a gbé àlejò wa wọlé, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi àwọn little information, àwọn nǹkan tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ láti last week Monday títí di ìgbà tí a wà yìí. Ní Monday a ní àwọn ìpèníjà kékeré tí a mọ̀ nípa nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Gbogbo wa náà la mọ̀ Bishop Adesina, tí àwọn DSS later sọ pé custody wọn ni wọ́n wà. A máa yànnà náà ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, a máa fún yín ní update ní orí ẹ̀, ní orí program yìí. Adẹ̀tú nínú wíìkì yìí náà ni bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho tó jẹ́ ẹkùn ọkọ̀ Fúlàní tó jẹ́ pé ibi tí wọ́n bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ Fúlàní wọ́n máa ń disappear ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. A fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí náà ká fi kí wọn kú ọjọ́ ìbí on the 10th ìyẹn Friday òun ni wọ́n ṣe ọjọ́ ìbí wọn. Ní àǹfààní ní orí Yorùbá World Media based on àwọn rally tí wọ́n sọ pé fẹ́ ṣe lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ so that a lè ṣe kí ni a lè concentrate more. But ọjọ́ yẹn náà ni birthday bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho bọ́ sí tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe kí ni tí wọ́n lọ fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn wọn kí wọ́n fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pé insecurity ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ó di dandan kí ẹ̀yin ìjọba kẹ́ bá wa mójútó. Nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Kwara gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa yànnàná lónìí. Èmi nìkan kọ́ mo wà ní orí program yìí. Èmi àti deputy chairman Yorùbá self-determination YSDM ní diaspora ọ̀gbẹ́ni bàbá wa èèyàn wa ọkọ ṣe understand ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá fẹ́ mú information fún wa wọn kì í fi kan kún kan ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní gbọ́rọ̀ ẹyọ kan tó kọ́ sọ́lẹ̀ méjì bí ó ṣe rí nìyẹn. It's not any other person Mr. Emola Kayode àti bàbá wa arákùnrin Ṣèyí àwọn náà wà pẹ̀lú wa tí a máa ṣe kí ni tá a máa fomi jóró ọ̀rọ̀ láti educate ẹ̀yin ìrànlọ́. Ẹ bá wa share program yìí ẹ bá wa pín débi tó yẹ kó dé ẹ jẹ́ kó ẹ pín káàkiri ní gbogbo platform so that wọ́n á lè wá fi etí kó ìyàwó ọ̀rọ̀ ní orí Yorùbá World Media. Ní èyí Sunday today is 12/10 ìyẹn October 2025. Ẹ ṣé gan tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé àwọn àlejò wa wọlé ká ṣe kí ni kí wọ́n introduce ara wọn kọ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ará ilé. Ẹ ṣé gan tí ẹ wà pẹ̀lú wa. Lókè náà bàbá wa Emola ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí Yorùbá World Media the voice of the nation Yorùbá nation. Ẹ ṣé gan tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lẹ́ni a ní a fẹ́ mọ àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ update láti ọ̀dọ̀ yín láti YSDM tí wọ́n jẹ́ umbrella body. Ẹ dẹ̀ ṣe kí ni ní little time tí mo tẹ́ a fi pè yín ẹ ṣe kí ni ẹ sọ pé tó bá ti jẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá ẹ máa join wa being that pé ó yẹ kẹ́ concentrate pẹ̀lú family ní Sunday àtúpè yẹn tún jẹ́ wa. Ẹ ṣé gan bàbá wa Emola. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún sáré introduce
ẹ ṣé gan olóòtú.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé ẹ sáré bá wa bá àwọn ará ilé sọ̀rọ̀ kí wọn ká wá introduce.
Mo kí ẹ̀yin ará ilé wa Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ máa wà pẹ̀lú wa. Kì í ṣe ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ni màá sọ ẹ foríjì mi kì í ṣe pé mi ò lè sọ èdè Yorùbá àmọ́ àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa a fẹ́ sọ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì káwọn kọ́rọ̀ yẹn náà bá lè tún yé wọn dáadáa. It's just saying greetings to everybody at home. Today I will be speaking English, not because I can't speak Yoruba, but I just want our wider audience and our wider community to understand our message. And I believe in that way, people can understand what we're saying rather than relying on translation. But I want to thank our chairman of the Yoruba World Media for organizing this in such a short notice. God bless you.
Eshigon, thank you for speaking your mind at the same time. When you explain in English as well, you definitely still try to guide our people as well, because we also need to carry them along, despite the fact that we need to speak to the international, the people that need to actually listen to what is happening in Yoruba land presently. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún sáré ṣe kí n introduce bàbá wa Ṣèyí Wúrà àti Fàdákà. Ẹ bá wa gbóhùn sókè lọ́dọ̀ yín, ẹ bá wa tan kámẹ́rà yín kẹ́ kí àwọn ará lé. Thank you for joining.
Mo kí gbogbo ará lé o, ẹ̀kọ́ jẹ́ mẹ́ta o, àti àlẹ́kùnṣẹ́ náà, ó kó àdúró tí o, ẹ̀kọ́ ìṣòro o, lọ́wọ́ lóde máa àmúwa bí ibi tí à ń lọ láyàtọ̀ àlàáfíà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń bọ̀.
Àmì àṣẹ. Orúkọ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
Orúkọ mi ti ní arákùnrin Ṣèyí Wúrà Fàdákà.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. You are welcome on Yoruba World Media, the voice of Yoruba nation. Kó tó di pé a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ kí àwọn aráalé náà mọ̀ láti ẹnu ìyẹn èmi gangan fúnra mi ní pé gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ ṣe gbọ́ lẹ́nu bàbá wa, mi ò fẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé a máa sọ pé why are you not speaking, kí ló dé tẹ̀ sọ èdè Yorùbá, ṣe bí Yorùbá lẹ̀ ń jà fún. Ó ṣe bí bàbá wa Banji Akintoye náà, ìgbà míì ó ṣeé ṣe kó má lè sọ èdè Yorùbá bí wọ́n ṣe lè explain tó máa fi yé àwọn international body tí wọ́n fẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kó dé ọ̀dọ̀ wọn. Ẹ bá wa máa pín, ẹ bá wa máa share. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa insecurity on our land, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá, ẹ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa níbo la dé, where are we presently? The movement of Yoruba Nation, is it like there is nothing happening in Yoruba Nation, or there is still something working on the ground? Or let's hear from you, Baba wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yagoyaju. We've come a long way. God has helped us, and we're making progress, and quite significant progress. The only thing we don't want is for our progress to be diminished by our detractors. It's very, I wouldn't say painful, because such is expected in a struggle like ours for freedom, that you will get people who joined the struggle, not because they understood anything about self-determination or because they understood anything about revolution. They just joined for the purpose of obtaining position. That position is not to better the lot of our people, but to aggrandize themselves, that I am the leader, or Eminimo Wambe, Eminimo Shiba, Eminimo Shawo. So Tabagbo and what ti ṣe adarí wa, even in the struggle itself, YSDM, and then you see them coming out to tell you there is a word called restructuring, or regionalism, or one Nigeria, or Western Nigeria. Then you begin to question their mentality, their faculty. What are they reasoning with? Are they reasoning with emotion? Them say. So, yìí tó bá yéèyàn dáadáa, ó yẹ kéèyàn wádìí. Ìdí ẹ̀ tá fi ní ká ṣàlàyé fún àwọn èèyàn wa. The difference between self-determination and restructuring, or regionalism, or Western Nigeria, or one Nigeria. Ibi tá a ti dé lénìí, ẹ má jẹ́ kí ká gba àwọn ọ̀tá láyè láti tún fà wá sẹ́yìn. We are getting nearly to the end of our struggle. And when we get to the end of our struggle, it is the rebirth of a new nation. Tí n bá pè àkíyèsí yín, in 2022, Sri Lanka, the Rajapaksa, they never expected that something would happen and they would be toppled. The president was Rajapaksa, the parliament, the military, and every sector, even the finance sector in that country was them. What is happening today? The president is Tinubu, the daughter is market leader, the son is planning to be governor. So the family is happy that they are the one owning Nigeria at the moment. What happened to the Rajapaksa? The populace sacked them unexpectedly, and they had to flee from the country. Now, fast forward to 2-3 years later, we saw what happened in Nepal from 1 month ago, where the president, the parliament, and all their ministers were toppled. Even as we speak, there is military coup on their way in Madagascar as we speak presently. So anybody that is holding power and is not looking at benefiting the people who should benefit from it should know that their days are numbered in Africa. Not that we are inviting the military, but this era with communication and information flying about, this generation has more information in their hand that our parents did not have. So government of the day need to be very careful. They need to understand the needs of our people. So, Ibitade, lè ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí olóòtú wa ṣe béèrè lọ́wọ́ wa, we are in a very strong position that I can say. A dẹ̀ ti ń súnmọ́ self-determination, the end of our self-determination struggle. There are a lot of things tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tí mi ò ní lè sọ láfẹ́fẹ́ because they are confidential. Mi ò ní lè sọ láfẹ́fẹ́, but mo fẹ́ fi dá wa lójú pé mẹ́wàá ń lọ, iṣẹ́ ń lọ. Àná èmi àti bàbá wa, we spoke at length. We cross-examined notes. Today, I've spoken with a lot of our stakeholders to look at where we are and where we are going and how we are going to get there. We have a strategy. We will get there láìpẹ́. So those are the few things tí mo lè sọ sí àwọn èèyàn. Ẹ ṣé gan.
Ẹ ṣé gan. Well, let me ask you this question, Baba Waimola. Many Yoruba people believe that true self-determination, shall you understand me? True
Very.
self-determination begins with restructuring Nigerian politically. What will you say concerning this Yoruba self-determination and the danger of restructuring that people are clamoring for? What is the difference? Can you please make the Yoruba people that believe in self-determination understand? And the second question, which I'm going to let you answer as well, once you answer this first one, I just want you to just answer the two together. A lot of people are complaining concerning Adebanji Akintoye that it's been long. We've heard from him. Is he still in this self-determination? Is he still in the movement? Kí ni ṣé wọ́n ṣì wà pẹ̀lú wa? Nítorí pé ó ti tó ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tí a ti gbóhùn wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún sọ lédè Yorùbá. Ṣé bàbá wa ṣì wà pẹ̀lú wa tọkàntọkàn? Because a lot of people ń sọ pé wọn ò gbóhùn wọn, wọn ò ṣe kíní kan, ṣé wọ́n ti lọ fún restructuring ni? Ṣé nítorí pé Tinubu is because our son Tinubu is the president of Yoruba Nigeria. That's the reason why he is not saying anything or whatever. Even the self-determination, a lot of question has been thrown to Yoruba self-determination, which is YSDM, that everybody in YSDM, they are politicians. They are fighting for restructuring. Is it true on your side? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will answer it, but let me just give a brief. Baba Akintoye is still 100% committed to self-determination struggle. Anybody to bá jáde anywhere to bá ní Baba Akintoye is for restructuring is a maleficent. They are just maligning our dear Baba. Baba Akintoye, since the beginning of this struggle, has never wavered. He has never changed his mind. He's 90 years old. In some few months' time, he will be 91. So I don't think Baba has anything. He doesn't need money. He doesn't need anything. If he needs money, God has blessed him. He has a lot of children. He lived so many years in the United States before he came back in 2015 and then started this struggle in 2018. So he is the prophet that God have used to open the eyes of millions of our people. Now, at 90 years old, is the same for any old person. They have their own health challenges. So Baba Akintoye is resting. I was with him on the 21st of September. So just last month, less than a month ago, I was with him. I had a conversation with him for over an hour yesterday, and his voice is very brisk, very sharp. His faculties are still there. So Baba is active. But at 90, nearly 91, you can't expect Baba to be in every meeting like he used to be all the time. So I take most of all his load, all his workload. And we've also got a deputy at home who also shares in that workload. So Baba believes in self-determination 100%. He has never wavered. Those who are saying restructuring, which I'm going to explain today, what restructuring really means, why restructuring is a lie. Those people who say there are politicians in YSDM, Now, there are some few people when we started self-determination. What happened with a lot of people came in, they didn't even want us to identify as self-determination. They told us to be a socio-cultural group. And we said, if you want to party, go to, there are so many parties. You don't even need an organization to party. This is a serious-minded business. It's a serious matter, serious issue. It is a matter of life and death, because you're talking of the millions of people who have no hope, who do not know their left from their right. So they require guidance and assistance. So these people came in with the fact that, yes, we believe in what you believe in.
Exactly.
But the same time is the true test of a man's nature. So with the passage of time, we've come to realize that these people, they say, but they don't walk the talk. And so when the heat got hot in the kitchen, their true nature began to unravel. And they go out and began to say, oh, restructuring. It is not peculiar to YSDM. It is not peculiar to the Yoruba people. Even in China, when they were fighting for their own People's Republic of China, it happened. So it's going to happen everywhere. You will see people who will join you, who will defect. They want position, they don't get it. They would leave. They will start maligning organization, maligning people. That is their nature. So don't expect that it is going to be a linear curve to just get Yoruba nation. But I believe that the true believers of self-determination, who are working day and night, who are spending their money, who are spending their time, they will come to understand that it is only a few just people who will not tell you A is B or B is A that would stay the course until we get to the promised land. Eshegon. So,
yeah. To the other
yeah,
question, Eddie, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. So, what is restructuring? Can't I break it down now? And then before we go into self-determination. Now, self-determination, kilo be self-determination. 1945, after the Second World War, the World War, before they get their independent nation. So let us create an avenue for them to seek their own independent nation according to if they believe in it. That was when many nations, especially in Africa, they started asking for, okay, can we get governance? And the British, the French, the Belgians, the Spanish, that we are having all these colonies, started giving people the opportunity to seek their own nation. And what vehicle will they use? It was self-determination. That is why it is the first article in the charter. Article 1, Charter 1, Article 2, the right to self-determination. If you have a distinct boundary, which we have, if you have a distinct language, which we have, if you have an identifiable landmass, and you have a sizable people, and you have a unique culture. So all the components of a nation we fulfill. We have identifiable land. Our Yoruba land is bigger than the United Kingdom. We have a population of nearly 80 million, which is nearly bigger than the United Kingdom. We have our own unique language. We have all those things. Now, but the unfortunate thing was that we were as Nigeria, so they gave us self-rule to see whether we would manage it. We managed it well, but for some reason, we didn't pull out because we had autonomy. What people are now calling, they want restructuring. So we had our own autonomy. But the problem there was that if you have your autonomy without your security, it can be taken away from you anytime. It's just like somebody put you in a house and say you are under house arrest and you say you are the president. You have no power. It doesn't matter what you say. Somebody is holding the gun to your head and say, sit down there. And you are saying you are the president. You can't be the president when somebody is holding a gun to your head. So when we had Western Nigeria, now that's 1951, we started it. the elections and in 1952 after the march passing constitution up until 1957. And then we said, should we go alone or should we go with Nigeria? The leaders then, in their own wisdom, thought, okay, we've been managing as Nigeria, let's go with Nigeria, which was not the wisest of decision. But then they had the conference in London in 1957, and in 1959 there was elections, and in 1960 Nigeria got independence. Now you fast forward to 1966. In 1962, even before then, the British knew that that election was rigged, and they can't rig the 1964 elections. So by 1962, Baba Awolowo was arrested. 1963, there was riot everywhere, 64, 65. And then in 66, the military broke in. When the military broke in 1966, I wouldn't go too much into what it was and what it wasn't. And then in January, in May, Nigeria was now moved to a unitary country, which never happened from 1900. From 1900 to 1966 May, it never happened. Nigeria was not one country. People look at Nigeria and think Nigeria is one country. It was never one country, because the north was different from the south. The northern administration was different from the southern administration. Now, in 1966, after that May, and the promulgation of the Decree 24 of May 1966, that was when they made Nigeria into one Nigeria, and that was that Decree 24 of 1966 May. That decree will be the counter coup in July 1966. And that coup of 1966 July was termed Araba. Araba is a Hausa word, which means boundary or cessation. So if I'm breaking away from you, the Hausa, they've got a word that they call Mararaba. Mararaba is a borderland. So when they did that coup, they termed it cessation coup. Muritala, who was the orchestrator of that coup, readied 200 planes in Muritala International Airport today. It wasn't then. And say the North from today broke up from Nigeria. Àwọn Yorùbá wa náà ló ní, no, don't go. Abi, you have power now. We can live together. Let's continue. And so they continued. And that caused Odumegu Ojukwu to say, no, we cannot become one Nigeria. We need to restructure. They went to Ghana to have a negotiation. It was a hectic negotiation, which we know as Aburi Accord. In that Aburi Accord, they decided that Nigeria should go back to what it used to be, which is the regions. Because, mind you, Gowon was going to create 12 states, which he did in July 1967. So 1 year after the coup. And that creation of that 12 states was what led to the Nigerian Civil War. So Ojukwu wanted restructuring for us to go back to the pre-agreed plan of 1957, which we used in getting into Nigeria. Gowon created 12 states, which led to the war. So that was when restructuring died a final death. So that war lasted for 3 years, 1970, and all the rest. Now, then in 12 states, one created 21 states, one created 30 states, one created 36 states. Now you are now telling me that Nigeria will be restructured. I can bet you that the best that any president in Nigeria can do is to create more states. They can never restructure Nigeria. So if anybody come, restructuring cannot sell anymore, they now turn into regionalism, which is still the same thing. We've countered it that regionalism is the same thing as restructuring. They say it is Western Nigeria. For heaven's sake, why are you taking us to 1955, 1956 when we are in 2021? We are going forward. The only solution for Nigeria is dissolution. And the only solution for the Yoruba people is to have their own nation. Have your borders controlled, have your military controlled by the Yoruba, have your security controlled. Other than that, anybody to bank pay restructuring, they know it is dead on arrival. The politicians will just be laughing at you that, look at these ignorant people. The only thing that can save Nigeria now is a sovereign national conference. Totin Pariwo. We had the last one in 1957. Maybe a new one will happen in 2027. Maybe a new one will happen in 2026. I don't know. But if that would not happen, then Nigeria may just one day katakata don't boss. But other than that, so anybody who is still tinkering with the idea of restructuring, or Baba Akintoye does not believe in self-determination, is restructuring. Tinubu cannot restructure Nigeria. Let us not deceive ourselves. If Tinubu spends 8 years or 12 years or 6, he cannot restructure Nigeria. The only thing that can happen to Nigeria is dissolution or destruction. If Nigeria does not want to break in peace, then they should be ready when the people become so fed up, which they are now. We are seeing that more and more people are fed up with their government. Kenya rose against their government. Sri Lanka rose against their government. Nepal rose against their government. The youth during Buhari time rose against the government. So Tinubu should not think that his government is so peculiar that the people cannot rise up against him. So restructuring is far, far, far different from self-determination. Self-determination is saying we want to go our separate ways. Now, I'll give you one example. We call United Kingdoms. Not many people know that the United Kingdom is made up of 4 countries. 4 countries, Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Power. Wales determines its education, how he wants to educate their children. In Wales, their first language is Welsh, not even English. Their first language is Welsh. So you go through the school from primary to secondary, you speak Welsh. Wales, they have control of their health. Health is wealth. They control their health. So if you live in Wales, you're getting free medical care, free prescription, free everything. Whereas in England, you buy a prescription. If you go to Scotland, if you live in Scotland, you get primary to university education for free. If you live in Wales, so all these countries, even though they make up the United Kingdom, still have their own peculiarities. But even in all these countries, I don't hear that they have killed one person. Wales is asking for its own independence. Scotland is asking for its own independence. It's not because they've killed anybody. Nobody is died. Terrorists from Syria or from Norway or from, they are not coming here to kill people. But look at what is happening in Nigeria every day. Our people are being killed, are being butchered, and the government cannot stand up for them. And yet they say you have no right to seek self-determination. Come on. And then somebody, because they want anybody who comes out to say they are looking for restructuring. The truth is that they know that if they say they are looking for restructuring, it's a ticket to get appointment in Aso Rock, or a ticket to get appointment with their state government. So they will keep pointing out that one so that they say, okay, if we give them appointments, they will shut up. Anybody who comes out to say they believe in restructuring of Nigeria or they believe in one Nigeria, go and tell them I say they are thieves and what they are looking for is political appointments. End of story.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Baba Wayemola. This will take me to the next question. Tima Defeki Baba Wa Sheyi, kí wọ́n bá wa tan kámẹ́rà wọn. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ẹ jẹ́ kí n let me use this opportunity to greet everyone on our chat room on Yoruba World Media. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Yoruba World Media. Mo dẹ̀ tún fi àsìkò yìí náà mo fi kí màmá wa Àjíá, màmá dáadáa tí wọn ò fẹ́ kí nǹkan kan kó bàjẹ́ nínú ìrìn àjò tá a wà yìí. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sáàrin wa once again, màmá wa Àjíá Queen àrà lẹ máa dá ní gbogbo ìgbà ní agbára Elédùmarè. I greet mọ́mí wa Comfort Ológunjà Johnson, you're welcome to Yoruba World Media at the same time. I greet Mommy Modupeola Bello. You are welcome to Yoruba World Media. Thank you for all the comments. We are receiving all your comments, and we are going to be displaying it as you are sending. Please, if you have not liked or shared this program, please kindly do that for the benefit of the future of Yoruba people, the unborn children, the generation of Yoruba people. That's the reason why we are actually clamoring for the security of our land, so that our foundation will not be taken away from us. Back to you, Babawa Sheyi. I'm going to throw the same question, and I'm taking that question from the comment section, which our mother, Comfort Oluguja, said. She said, is Yoruba that still holding the zoo? Yoruba are still the one holding Nigeria. So my question is, Babawa Sheyi, how can the Yoruba leaders come together to speak with one voice on this issue of self-determination, Afegba Yoruba nation, Afeduro Layarawa, amalgamation ó ti expire? Kí ló dé tí wọ́n ṣì ń force ara wa into the marriage that is not working for us? Kí lẹ lè rí sọ bàbá wa lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Ẹ ṣé gan. One voice, àti pé kí ni ìdí tí a ṣe ní one voice nínú ìrìn àjò yìí tó fi jẹ́ wípé àwa tá à ń sọ pé self-determination, which I believe in, pé self-determination is the only solution. I mean, our own land is the only solution, not Nigeria. But àwọn tó wá ń clamor fún restructuring, kí ló dé tí ìmọ̀ wa as ọmọ Yorùbá tí ò fi ṣe kan? Ẹ ṣé gan sir. Ẹ bá wa gbóhùn sókè lọ́dọ̀ yín. Thank you.
Ẹ ṣé gan. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll first start from why we are not on the same page, all of us. In the way Yoruba is designed, as you mentioned, our level of education and exposure, it has been like that from time immemorial. We are never on the same page because ideas keeps coming in, and to share ideas together, they will be on the one follow around. And limit only another idea, one follow around. It has always been like that. My habit is very poor. Only people go to the police because we don't sleep on the same side of the bed or the side of the room. We don't look but differently. And the advantage of it is that between the cooperation of our those ideas can now be brought together and to make a better thing. I mean, to make a better ways of solving issues. So we cannot all. It's even dangerous quote unquote for everybody to agree on a particular thing, because perspective once in a while. So really secondly, I agree our politicians our elites they are not really showing enough. I don't want to say they are not doing anything at all, but they're not showing enough understanding about self-determination campaign. Most of them are clamoring for one idea. Why? Because there is a conflict part in Nigeria. Nigeria politicians get money. They are because of their greed, because of their selfishness. They are not looking at the benefit for the whole. Our people are going through difficult situation right now. Unfortunately, our politicians they are just campaign. What they are doing right now is to wait for 2026 and flag up their campaign and hand out peanuts to our people who are already famished, hungry. They have been beaten. We are already down. So ibi tí politics tó ń fẹ́ lọ ṣe yẹn owó tó máa make ń bẹ̀ ló wà lójú wọn not kí ni benefit politics fáwọn èèyàn mi kí ni benefit fún ìran Yorùbá ṣé dúró sí Nàìjíríà ó pé wa ni àbí kò pé wa but tí wọ́n lọ ń wò máa wo ti ẹbí wọn nìkan ni ẹbí wọn nìkan ló máa ń wò wọn ò wo ọjọ́ ọ̀la Yorùbá ọjọ́ ọ̀la tí wọn ìyàwó wọn bóyá family wọn nìkan ló ń wò political gain political benefit immediate gain wọn nìkan ló ń wò ọ̀kan wò pé níbo ni ìran Yorùbá máa wà in the next 5 years wọn project they only project for their pockets and about themselves they don't project for ibi tí Yorùbá wà lónìí for example for one program I was saying the same thing ẹwù tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ nísìn nígbà táwa ń dàgbà nígbà yẹn táyọ̀ àlékèrè òrí Yorùbá kó máa gbé abọ́ àgbé kó máa ṣàgbé káàkiri àwọn tó ṣàgbé àwọn ọmọ nìjẹ́ yẹn those days wọn wá wọn máa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àwọn àfàlẹ́ láṣọ ni àwọn ni ọdún àmàlà àwọn tó bá láti north ló máa ń ṣe bára but Yorùbá lè rí ọmọ Yorùbá kó máa gbé àgbé níbi báyìí sìn àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ti ń ṣàgbé it's so sad and àwọn politicians sọ pé ṣé ibi tí à ń lọ yìí ibi tá a wà sí ṣé à ń progress ni àbá ń lọ sí àbáyé àti ìfẹ́ bá rí progress ọmọ Yorùbá it pains someone like me kí n máa wo kí n rí nǹkan táwọn èèyàn wá ń go through wíwá àwọn politicians wà pé kí wọ́n show empathy pé ìwànà kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí they are not showing that they are not showing it what they are after ibi táwọn dín ní wọn yẹn làwọn wà after but the good of all the collective interest is not what that wọ́n fi sọ́kàn the collective interest yẹn ò sí mbẹ̀ interest ti wọ́n yẹn nìkan you see some politicians flouting ẹlòmíì ta mọ́tò ni politicians ni wọ́n ta mọ́tò ni àdèmà àti bí boost àmà fi ṣe online àmà fi pé ẹ̀wù bí mo ṣe báyìí ṣe báyìí. So that's why I said first our politicians will come and drive like in Scotland, in Wales, in other Czechoslovakia, Czechs and Slovaks those days. That break. Our politicians will not drive self-determination. This Timor politicians will not drive self-determination. But our politicians are not interested. They know that kò sí wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ wọ́n dáadáa kò sí nǹkan fún Yorùbá in the next 10-20 years ó máa dá fún wa lọ ní ìgbésọ̀ kan mi ó máa dá fún wa lọ ní Nàìjíríà yẹn it's going to be very very difficult for us and bí bàbá ti máa ń sọ Yorùbá they are facing existential threat our land is invaded every time start dey change that need to control border wa ni so that don ṣe tó pé journalism restructuring you can't control your border ìgbà tí mo lọ ní last gbogbo èkó báyìí mo ti àti di minority láwọn àdúgbò kan Yorùbá ti di minority níbẹ̀ lẹ́pẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá ní 99% Yorùbá ti di minority níbẹ̀ our land is invaded bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ẹ̀yìn UK bẹ́ẹ̀ land is invaded our land has been invaded from the north invaded from the east the only thing tí wọ́n fi invade wa ní orí Atlantic Ocean àti àwọn country wà lórí Atlantic Ocean wà fún invade àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn akọwà sáàárín we are now invaded and we cannot control our immigration it's not possible because of Nigeria the structure the infrastructure in Yorubaland is being pressed hard because of our influx of non-Nigerians and Nigerian terrorists coming in every day. So Dangote trucks and all those trucks coming to Yorubaland. So we cannot be on the same page. We no matter about on the same page. But the thing is that our what we project for the future, food in the Yoruba, that we project for the next 10 years, 20 years, to the first slip out more. So basically, get it in the Yoruba law and target in the state by thing. So I need hope. Mo wà ní program kan náà online. Máa kan pè láti bí Akaba. Ó ń sọ pé ní Kogi state sọ pé mo rò pé Kogi west Kogi south sorry ní Kogi west ó dà rẹ àwọn Yorùbá wà àjàgbà gbogbo bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ó sọ pé recently governor Kogi forgotten his name ó lọ yan emir of Kogi west. Ẹ̀mọ̀ mi nìkan ló ṣe yẹn emir of Kogi west that means emir yẹn ló control bí táwọn Yorùbá wà.
Imagine.
Emir yẹn ló control oríṣi máa ń ní pé tábà ló máa kúrò pé ká lọ kọ̀ lóòótọ́ wọ́n ṣe àwọn ceremony kan tó tó pa àwọn emir àti nìkan but me really follow me really dáadáa but the man was saying pé yan emir of Kogi means not all of Kogi west o emir ló ń control ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yakọ̀ wọ́n ń gba ilẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn yé wọn ilẹ̀ Haúsá wọn láwọn Haúsá kó ń bẹ o ẹni tó bá ti control leadership lu òun ló control lẹ́yìn o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
So emir of Kogi west ló máa control Yorùbá o ní Kogi o. Can you imagine this? So Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣé gan.
Ẹ ṣé gan bàbá wa Ṣèyí. Màá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí màá fẹ́ kí màmá wa Àjíà Pinara ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò nǹkan tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ní àṣálẹ́ yìí. Bàbá wa kò ní dákẹ́ máa pa camera because it's going to look somehow on our live streaming. Please just keep the camera on, sir. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé gan bàbá wa. Over to màmá wa Àjíà Pinara. Nǹkan tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ní kẹ́tó wọlé òun ni ọ̀rọ̀ nípa Yoruba self-determination àti ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Yoruba World Media ní orí YouTube. Welcome once again. We are actually discussing about the self-determination and the restructuring. Some people are clamoring for restructuring, and which our own side, which I belongs, we are fighting for self-determination, our own sovereignty nation, so that we can control our resources and we can actually be in charge of our security, which is more vital, which is more important to us. Màmá wa tí ẹ bá ní ẹni ìbéèrè tí ẹ fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn bàbá wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ guest wa láti YSDM. We have our deputy chairman of Yoruba self-determination, bàbá wa Emola, wọ́n ṣe àìmọ̀ fún yín. And Baba wa Ṣèyí, I don't know your position in the Yoruba self-determination. I would like you to also say something concerning your connection with Yoruba self-determination. What section are you?
Arakumi is the deputy leader Europe.
Okay, deputy leader.
Is the YSDM in Europe.
Yeah. So, Mama, any question that you're doing,
mo kí gbogbo ilé o, mo kí gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ Yorùbá káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé, mo dẹ̀ kí àwọn àlejò wa ní orí World Media lẹ́ni bàbá wa Emola àti dáàdì wa tí wọ́n jókòó sí ẹ̀gbẹ́ wọn. Mo kí yín, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa Yoruba World Media. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mi ò ní ìbéèrè tí mo fẹ́ bi wọ́n léèrè nítorí pé nǹkan tá àjọ ń ṣe ni, so gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe kó yé mi. Kò sí ìbéèrè tí mo fẹ́ bi wọ́n bí báyìí tí ò bá ṣe pé tó bá rú mi lójú màá kúkú pè wọ́n máa béèrè. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó rú mi lójú báyìí nítorí pé wọ́n ní ṣọ̀wọ́n láàárín ajénímú ní pẹ́kọ̀rọ̀. ọ̀rọ̀ èmi kàn láfikún pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ ni mo gbọ́ díẹ̀ nìkan tó sọ nígbà kí n tó wọlé wípé kò sí bàbá sọ wípé a fẹ́ ṣe restructuring kò lè possible ni pẹ̀lú àwọn Fúlàní bàbá tiẹ̀ ní lọ́kàn tá a fẹ́ ṣe àwọn Fúlàní ò ní jẹ́ ó ṣeé ṣe ẹlẹ́rù kì í fẹ́ fi ẹrú ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ so pátápátá là ń fọ́jú kúmọkúmọ là ń dẹ́tẹ̀ ojú àfọ̀ọ̀fọ̀ tán ìjà ló ń dálẹ̀ mo mọ̀ wípé ẹ má bínú pé mo pa òwe yẹn foríjì mo mọ̀ wípé àwọn èèyàn a máa rí pé lẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta bàbá wa Sunday Igboho à ń ṣe kí ni à ń káàkiri nípa ọ̀rọ̀ security ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni kì í ṣe security ilẹ̀ ibòmíì security ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kí wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe kí ni kán fi bàbá Sunday Igboho sílẹ̀ kó lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n túbọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun tí oríran wọn wá ṣe òun la ṣe ń ṣe torí kígbà tí a bá sábà kódà ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ restructuring àbí ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ self determination tí wọ́n bá ti pa wá tán ẹ jọ̀ọ́ àwọn wo la fẹ́ determine lé lórí àbá àwọn wo ni wọ́n fẹ́ restructure lé lórí because nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nísìnyí ó gbẹnu tán ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n dẹ̀ ń pa that is not about religion àwọn tá a máa ń sọ fún wọn mo ti bá wọn kan fà á àsàlátù mo ti ń bọ̀ nísìn mo ti bá wọn fà á lórí ìyẹn àwọn tó pa ní Kwara ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé wọn kọ́ tó pa wọ́n bí wọ́n lè rè ṣe kìrìsìtẹ́nì nìyẹn àbí mùsùlùmí nìyẹn mùsùlùmí ló dẹ̀ pọ̀ jù wọn tó pa ní Kwara yẹn mùsùlùmí ló pọ̀ jù nínú wọn so it's not about religion it's about pé wọ́n fẹ́ take over it's about pé wọ́n fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ wa àwa ni ká wá sọ ṣòkòtò ká sọ fún wọn pé wọn ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Kwara tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ iwájú tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tipẹ́tipẹ́ lọ́kọ́ tó bí àwa tí wọ́n fi gba ìlú Kwara ibẹ̀ náà ni wọ́n tún fẹ́ gbà wọlé. a dẹ̀ ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà fún ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá lórí bíbá last month a ṣe ṣe wípé kí ni wípé 11 local governments ni wọ́n ti gbà kì í ṣọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu. Níbi àsàlátù tí mo wọlé lénìí even ní Kogi etí mi kún ni débi pé àwọn tí wọ́n ń bi mí léèrè pé ẹjọ́ a fẹ́ bá yín ṣe Yorùbá nation tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe yẹn mo ní ó ti ń jáde orí lójú
ó ti ń yé wọn ó ti ń yé wọn sí
because àìmọye wọn ọ̀tá ló fẹ́ mú mi ní àsàlátù lénìí mo mọ̀ kí wọ́n máa wò ó tí mo ṣe ń gbọ́ nígbà tó lọ ń gbàdúrà fún àwọn ọmọ October mo bá nawọ́ mi sókè alájàṣe ni mo ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Sunday Igboho ọmọ October ni ẹ bá wa ṣàdúrà fóun náà tó ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí tó máa búsẹ̀rì yìí tó máa ní yes òótọ́ ni o kinní kan wọ́n ń yé wa bọ̀ ó kọ wọ́n kan kò yé wọn tí àwa tá a bá wà ní mọ́ṣáláṣí àtàtàbà tá a wà ní church tí a bá lè sọrú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn nínú àwùjọ wa ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ fún wọn anyway àtàbá wà ẹ má jẹ́ kí ojú máa tì mí láti sọ wípé mo fọwọ́ sọ̀yà pé ọmọ Yorùbá ògidì ni mí mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ gba nation mi mo fẹ́ kúrò lóko ẹrú mo dẹ̀ ń sọ fún àwọn tá a wà lájò ẹ má lérò yìí pé ibi tẹ́ ẹ wà yìí ẹ comfortable níbẹ̀ no kíní kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìsìn ní UK mo sọ ní last program náà àwọn flag tí wọ́n ń tò káàkiri yẹn mi ìmọ̀ bóyá mr emola bóyá ẹ̀mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ yìí wọ́n sọ fún ọkọ̀ territory ọ̀wọ́n ni they don't want ọ̀wọ́n àjòdì níbẹ̀ ọ̀wọ́n ò fẹ́ blacks níbẹ̀ ni tí àlejò bá dẹ̀ ti ń fi tó bá ti ń fi àparí tó bá ti fi ń wọn àlejò àti onílé bá fi ń fi àparí tó bá fi ń wọn àlejò ó ń sọ fún ọ pé òwe ilé tó lọ nìyẹn ìgbà tí wọ́n bá bẹ̀ sí ni wá lára nílùú tiwọn láìṣẹ̀ láìrò níbo la fẹ́ dé sí lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ẹ̀ kún wa tá a máa ní kẹ́ ẹ kún wa tẹ́ ẹ máa sọ pé it's about Muslim, it's about this one, it's about that one. You will have something to say. It's not about religion, it's not about ethnics, it's not about about it's about the land. They want to take what belongs to us. Ó wá di ká dìde ká sọ tòbí ká sọ ṣòkòtò wa kí a wá ẹni kúnra pé ilẹ̀ wa ò ẹ̀ ní gbà torí tí a bá sọ pé ibi la wà ìjọ tó bá di wípé kìràkìtà wípé ó yá àìmọye ṣé báwa sọ pé a ní kinní kan a níwèé wọn lọ́wọ́ ní ìsìn ó ṣeé ṣe kọ́ ní àwọn tí wọn ò níwèé tó níwèé wọn lọ́wọ́ ó
nígbà àwọn tó ní ìwé ń sìn wọ́n gba ìwé lọ́wọ́ wọn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó bá wà nígbà yẹn níbo lè fẹ́ dé sí o torí mo ti rẹ́ni tó sọ wípé kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe Nàìjíríà yín yẹn yes kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe Nàìjíríà yín yẹn torí pé Nàìjíríà belongs to them Yorùbá nation is Yorùbá Oòduà belongs to us.
ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí.
ọmọ Yorùbá ògidì ni mí. So let's be proud of our Yoruba and be able to say it. Ibi tí mi bá wà wọ́n mọ̀ mí níbi iṣẹ́. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ mí láwùjọ gbogbo ibi tí mi bá wà ní. I've got less friends because of Yoruba nation. I don't care. Ẹ tún fẹ́ bá mi ṣe kó bá mi ṣe. Ẹ tún fẹ́ bá mi ṣe kó dúró lórí ọwọ́ ẹ̀.
Táwọn èèyàn bá tẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé níbo ni mo ti wá. Yorùbá mo máa ń sọ fún pé Yorùbá mo ti wá. Wọ́n ní where is that? Mo ní go to Google.
Of course, yes.
Okay, mami, moving on, ma.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Kẹ́mi kí ló bọ́ọ̀kì náà kàbí kí ló orúkọ ẹ̀ bíbá ìtàn tó wà ní MP wa ní kinní bí. We were talking about pé ó tán ó ti yọ sílẹ̀ fún nítorí pé ó sọ pé òun ò bá Nàìjíríà ṣe mo ní. Nǹkan tó ń sọ ni pé òun ò bọ́ wọn apààyàn ṣe. Ọmọ Fúlàní tó ń pààyàn pé òun Yorùbá lòun. Mo ní I said the same thing. Pé Yorùbá ni mí because ojú ń tìyàn ní ìsìn pẹ̀lú ìwà burúkú tí ó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn tó dẹ̀ ń pè wá tó ń pè wá lónìí tá à ń gbọ́mọ ẹran jó ń bẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo ayé náà wọ̀ pé wọ́n ti label as terrorists ní Nàìjíríà lórí kíni lórí àwọn tí ìjọba Nàìjíríà ò lè kápá ẹ̀ tí wọn ò lè kápá ẹ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń pa wọ́n tó ń pa ọmọ Nàìjíríà lógúnlọ́gbọ̀n lójoojúmọ́. Tó bá máa para wọn ní náà tí kò dúró síbẹ̀ kò para wọn Gàmbàrí pa Fúlàní kò lẹ́jọ́ nú àwọn parents wa ti ń sọ lọ́jọ́ tó ti pẹ́ kó má gbé wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá ibi tó bá ti bú yẹn kó fi lẹ̀ ẹ má bínú tí bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn omi máa ń lọ sókè ẹ ṣe mo dúpẹ́ màá dúró bínú.
ẹ ṣe gan it's like pé Ajiya ti di guest mi báyìí because I am the host. Because bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbọ́ lẹ́nu Ajiya wọn ní táwọn bá ní ìbéèrè táwọn fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn bàbá wa me I have ìbéèrè because I am the host not that I don't have information about what is happening but we just have to be professional ma. Mama wa mo convert yín from being a Yoruba World Media to my guest today. So question wà fún yín ní orí ìkànnì bí ẹ ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ní bàbá wa Isaac Strong Tower wọ́n sọ nǹkan kan wọ́n ní mo dẹ̀ believe pé bóyá wọn tí gbọ́ láti ẹnu bàbá wa Emola àti bàbá wa Ṣèyí bóyá wọ́n ṣẹ̀ darapọ̀ mọ́ ní wọ́n tún béèrè.
The simple answer is no.
Yeah. They said,
the simple answer is no.
Yes, could restructuring be a gateway to achieving self-determination? Kí ni answer yín fún yẹn bàbá wa Emola?
The simple maybe you should watch the video from the start where I started. It's no. The reason is because we already went to war 3 years, 1967 to 1970, just so that restructuring can never happen. So anybody coming out to say they want restructuring, they only need an appointment from the government. That's all. They're not looking for restructuring. They're not looking for a better Nigeria. They're only looking for a paycheck at the end of the day. They want an appointment from government. So anybody who comes out to say they are looking for restructuring, I say it authoritatively, without mincing words, without any doubt, that restructuring is not a pathway to self-determination. It is two clear, distinct roads. They can never meet. It is two. Exactly. I don't know if you've been to Lokoja. If you're coming from Gwagwalada in Abuja, and you get to you pass the Gwari and all those places, and you get to Lokoja, you see the river Niger and you see the river Benue. You see them kiss each other. That water can never flow into each other. Never. So if anybody comes to tell you that river Niger will flow into river Benue, it's a lie. If you're crossing the Atlantic Ocean, if you take a cruise, you see where the Atlantic meets with the northern sea. It will never meet. So they can kiss each other, but they can never meet. If anybody say they are looking for restructuring, when they get restructuring, then they can then get it's a lie. It's a lie. And gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá wa ṣe sọ, arákùnrin, many of all these countries, it is the politicians that fight for self-determination. What we are fighting for, it is the politicians that are supposed to be fighting for it. Bakassi, it was their politicians who said they will not sit in the Nigerian house. They said they will not sit in Nigerian house, and that was how Bakassi pulled away from Nigeria. So if we round all our legislators up, our House of Assembly members, our senators, and tell them you are not going to that to represent us, because you are not to represent us, I tell you we will get to Yoruba Nation today. So they want to get us restructuring. Don't believe that lie. Don't ever believe that lie. Anybody who comes out on this platform of self-determination and tells you that if we collect restructuring, we will then get... If they want to give restructuring, let them go and convoke a sovereign national conference. That was what they convoked in 1957. When we agreed, there was agreed lines that could never be crossed. Those were broken. So hence you've broken that. The only thing that can mend it is for you to convoke another national conference. Anything other than that is just patching a dead body called Nigeria and packaging it to tell people that restructuring will give us a pathway. How are you going to restructure? Which governor are you going to remove? Which land are you going to re-strategize? Who are you going to add? Who are you going to subtract? It's all a lie. The worst and best they can do is to create more states. And I bet you, we will be here. The internet don't lie. God willing, if we're here, hopefully we get our Yoruba Nation. But the best that the Nigerian politicians can do is to create more states, which would even be problematic for them. Because the creation of states, if you look at the United States of America, any state in America can pull out of the Union of United States. They are autonomous. They don't rely on the federal government to give them allocation. Now, in America, if you look at their voting system, it is not all the same. The size of your states, the population of your states determines your number of representatives. Is that not so? How is it done in Nigeria? They use empty land. They use empty land to determine the people who will be in the parliament. Doesn't matter how big you are or how small you are only producing 3 representatives. What did they do? They made sure there is 19 states in the north and 18 states in the south, so that when it comes to votes, they would always beat you hands down in the house. So they know what it's all calculating. So anybody who is thinking they will do this, they will do that, the game is already rigged against us. It's already rigged against us. So even when you have a southern president in President Tinubu is not ruling Nigeria. Because how can you have a president of a country and the chief of army staff is a Fulani man? He said, we cannot defend you. What is the president supposed to do? Can't you just remove him and get somebody else who can get the job done? The national security advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, who had brought 150 terrorists with guns into the forest to say they are fighting terrorism. What are they doing? They are sending people out of Kwara State in their villages. And somebody is crying and thinking, hey, you have a president. My brother, you don't have a president. What you have is the inner powers that you cannot see. So if anybody is telling you we'll get restructuring for Nigeria and will then get you your nation, they are lying. They can never do. Let them come and give us the pathway to how they want to restructure Nigeria. How do you want to do it? It's not possible. So let's not deceive ourselves. So restructuring, in a short answer, cannot give you self-determination, cannot give you Yoruba Nation. You are muted, sir.
You're muted.
Emma Binu. Thank you, Mr. Emola Eshigon, fún explanation in lórí restructuring. It cannot work. The big answer is capital letter NON, no. NO, no.
No.
NO, no. Restructuring cannot work. So moving on, ẹ jẹ́ ká bọ́ sí orí insecurity tí màmá wa Ajia Queen tí wọ́n ti brief díẹ̀ nínú ẹ̀ ní nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Moving on, insecurity in Yorubaland. Bàbá wa Ṣèyí, ẹ̀yin mo fẹ́ throw question yìí sí. Kí ni nǹkan tí ẹ rò? What do you think is really happening with the attack in Kwara State presently? Kí ni nǹkan tí a lè fi I don't know mo bí ṣe fẹ́ sọ Yorùbá, ẹ má bínú. So let me just put it that way. What do you think is really happening with the attack in Kwara State, sir?
Kí ló fà á tí wọ́n fi ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa nílùú Kwara?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣe gan màámi, ẹ ṣe.
Natural resources ni.
Exactly. Ẹ ṣe bàbá wa ẹ bá wa gbóhùn sókè.
It's all linked together anyway. I will take us back to the interview of late Dr. Obadiah Malaifa. That man is a prophet. But what about so I think young people should be around 21, 22, whatever,
2020.
2020 ló ṣe bí interview is very good. Dr. Obadiah Malaifa ó sọ the plans wọn and it's all happening in our eyes. Ara àwọn tó fi pamọ́ àyẹn ni òun làwọn rí báyìí sí. So their plan is to start up there, attack everywhere, to only attack and move down south. Now, but àwọn èèyàn wa lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí mo ti ń gbọ́ tí mo máa kéde torí gold ni torí ilé kan ni torí yes òótọ́ ni ṣùgbọ́n they want to take over. I was discussing with an elderly man. Let's say one power here, and I said, see, government, our international companies vary resources in come. Wọ́n sọ pé àwọn companies kan àwọn fẹ́ǹsì companies kan àwọn kìíní kan wọ́n jà sọ pé àwọn náà sponsor àwọn yẹn kọ́ máa pa àwọn èèyàn wa sódà wọ́n á lè gbàgbé wọ́n máa máa yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀. These international companies go to other clients buy petrol ni even with olóyìnbó those days nígbà tí wọ́n discover crude oil in Nigeria did they kill the people there? They were not killed. So if because of resources foreign companies for interest in only it doesn't make sense. What the foreign companies can do is to talk with the government. Resources buy. An interest of the company buy. But yẹ pé àwọn èèyàn wọn ní farm bẹ́ẹ̀ what they do is farm yìí àwọn area yìí wọ́n yẹ mẹ́ta àwọn area sí ọ̀tọ̀ tó má ti ṣe àwọn geological study tí wọ́n ti wò ibi tí àwọn resources ti wà lélẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ máyìn lélẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ kọ́ nǹkan síbẹ̀ wọ́n lè sọ àwọn aráàlú yẹn ètò òkè o ibi àní ibẹ̀ o farm yìí ẹ̀yìn lè ló mọ́ o normally ibi tí àwọn olóṣèlú wọn tó care for their people their citizens they will compensate them wọ́n á filẹ̀ yẹn lẹ̀ wọ́n lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe mining business wọn and compensate the people and the community but bringing terrorists to come and start killing our people because they said wọ́n really to me it's just a diversion from the actual fact their real aim is Fulani jihadism. General Danjuma ó ti sọ fún wa it's Fulani jihadism ló ń gbé bọ̀ òun ló débẹ̀ yẹn. So unfortunately àwọn èèyàn wa wọn ò mọ̀ pé inú ogun la wà. I been saying it one time is that number ìjọba ti l'opportunity láti sọ̀rọ̀ àbí láti kọ̀ọ̀kan it's called an undeclared war. Àwọn èèyàn wá rò pé nítorí wọn tí kò máa ju bọ́ọ̀mù kò máa ju kíní kan òdìṣogun ogun starts from our farming community kí ló ṣe wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí attack farming communities wa oúnjẹ wọn ògàngán Ìbàràpá ibi tí oúnjẹ wa ti máa ń pa níwájú sí nìyẹn wọ́n attack ẹ̀ àti Kwara wọ́n attack àwọn family communities yẹn díẹ̀ killing our people taking over our land. Àwọn farmers wa wọn lè lọ sóko mọ́ oúnjẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí scarcity of food. So our agricultural economy was attacked. And considered being attacked. Ó kọ́ sóúnjẹ, ó kọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa they are weakened. Two, they are now starting to take us kidnap our people asking for ransom. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kéyìn tí ò lọ sóko tí ò ní nǹkan tà tí ò lówó lọ́wọ́ báwo ló fẹ́ raise owó láti lọ gba àwọn tó bá kidnap àbábọ̀ tó máa tó pa àwọn tó kidnap àwọn kan lọ wọn ní kó lọ gba 100 million wa àti wọ́n ṣe sáré káàkiri máa dáwọ́ káàkiri to save our people from their hell. Now what they are doing is moral. They are morally weakening us. So ogun la wà àwọn èèyàn wa ọmọ ogun ni wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n lánàá I was explaining to them I said we are in a war but our people don't understand many strategies of carrying out war. We don't want to do bomb. When our people are being killed, when our lands are being our communities are being taken over, it's a war and they are taking over our land and they are moving down south. Now, what are we supposed to do? We can't fold our arms. DSS director software, go and defend yourself. In Ghana, high time. Come on, Obama pé ogun la wà. Ayé ogun la wà. Ogun ti yẹ ti ń bọ̀ díẹ̀. Àpàtàkì pariwo tipẹ́. Now, maybe with this Kwara and Kogi are going through tough times. But people need to Kogi people are going through very tough time right now. All the Yoruba communities in that southern sphere of the central of North Central, they are going through attack. That's why it was correctly one of the emir of Kogi West. So that we subdue àwọn èèyàn wa níbẹ̀ yẹn. But àwọn people mọ̀ pé ogun ni wọn mọ̀ kò yé wọn. So we must understand that there is a war going on. It's called an undeclared war. Wọn ti declare àwọn pé àti àbáyéjagun wọn declare. So ìkọ̀tàmátà àwọn èèyàn wa láti ṣe náà ni pé we have to organize ourselves. Ìkọ̀ tó ní kálukú bá lè ṣe àwọn different security agencies wa local àwọn hunters wa àwọn they must synergize together and see how to ward off these people. With the Nigerian government can also assist whether with the army, which we don't know whether they are going to assist, or with the security agency work together if possible and make sure that these people are sent back to where they come from. But we must understand that we are in a war. We get ourselves prepared. We must get ourselves prepared, strategize, apply war strategy. In the time, we have war strategy of defending our land. Hello.
Ẹ ṣé gan bàbá wa, thank you very much bàbá wa Ṣèyí. In fact ẹ̀yàn náà ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó kún dáadáa. Kó tó di pé a máa lórí prógrámù yìí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa insecurity tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa èyí ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú owó tá a bá fẹ́ protect ilẹ̀ wa. And ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí YSDM tí wọ́n wà fún ìyẹn account tí wọ́n ti ṣí pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá kó máa ṣe kíni tí ó bá ń ṣe pé bóyá gbogbo gbàgbós oríṣiríṣi condemnation tí wọ́n condemn tá à ń bára wa jà. YSDM is the right place láti sọ pé òkè o fún ètò ààbò. Wọ́n ní tó bá jẹ́ development ni account yẹn wà ní orí YSDM. Tó bá jẹ́ security ni ẹ kò máa select security. Ibi tó yẹ kí YSDM fi owó security yẹn sí wọ́n á fi síbẹ̀. But tó bá jẹ́ títí ètò technology gbogbo ẹ̀ wà lórí YSDM ìyẹn lórí website wọn ysdm.org. Tẹ́ bá débẹ̀ a máa share GoFundMe YSDM náà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ security tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa èyí náà ni. ẹni tí Ọlọ́run bá fi sí lọ́wọ́ ó kéré á di odindi ẹ bá wa fi sínú GoFundMe yẹn tí àwọn YSN tó ṣẹ̀ gbé jáde a máa display láìpẹ́ yìí bọ̀ ká tó di pé a máa display jẹ́ kí n béèrè question ní ọwọ́ bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá concerning insecurity yìí náà ṣì ni gbogbo wa la mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá wa ṣe ṣàlàyé wọ́n ní there is something tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n ti detect ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n fẹ́ start from Kwara kó tó di pé wọ́n á take over gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó kù ṣe mọ̀ Kwara dàbí the beginning tí ó ní tó dàbí gateway between ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó máa dàbí border pẹ̀lú àwọn tá à ń wí yìí ni border ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ibẹ̀ ló wà so wọ́n fẹ́ make sure pé wọ́n take over border wa yẹn because bí bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá ṣe ṣàlàyé wọ́n ní there is a river tí ó ti pín wa ẹ lọ wo map ẹ rí i pé Ọlọ́run dìídì fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní máàpù títí ẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ ni omi ńlá wá bridge ni wọ́n fi connect wa papọ̀ so túmọ̀ sí pé Yorùbá ti wà before Nigeria gbogbo wa náà la mọ̀ Yorùbá ti wà so ibẹ̀ àti wá padà sí orísun wa yẹn òun ló difficult o tí àwọn politicians tí àwọn tí wọ́n ń jẹ nínú Nàìjíríà tí wọn ò fẹ́ kí ìjẹ wọn nǹkan tó ń jẹ tí kò jẹ́ kó gbọ́n yẹn tó ń fẹ́ kó lọ́wọ́ wọn wọ́n mọ the needful wọ́n mọ the right thing so bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá what can Yoruba and Kwara leaders do right now to stop the violence
defend yourself. I cannot say it too much. I cannot say it enough. I cannot say it any other way. Defend yourself. That is the only way you can.
Okay. Ọ̀dọ̀ màmá mi ni a ti àgbìnàrà. Kí lẹ feel pẹ̀lú question yẹn náà? Kí ni nǹkan tí àwa Yorùbá tó wà ní Kwara àti àwọn Yorùbá tó wù sí ní Kwara? Kí ni nǹkan ta need láti ṣe nísìn láti stop nǹkan tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilẹ̀ Kwara yẹn báyìí?
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kí n nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé ẹ jẹ́ ká kún àwọn Kwara lọ́wọ́ defend themselves. It's easy to say defend yourself. Nígbà tí the military are complicit. How can the military be there? The police are there, the civil defense are there, Amotekun is there, and all law enforcement agents. Not the Bodani, mélòó làwọn terrorists wọn. If there is no connivance for the government has a hand in all of this. So it is the people themselves now that needs to defend themselves. And that's why Tashi set up GoFundMe on the link, every GoFundMe in the page. Whatever you can give will go a lot of way in supporting these people who are on the front line. They are dying every day. And Kwara State, intelligence to Dodowa is saying that what we are in Osun State. Òṣogbo láti dá àwọn pípò yìí padà in the year 1840s. Òṣogbo láti dá wọn padà. This is a jihad that has started since 1823. Láti bá ogun yìí bọ̀. If you go and look at Lugard document, Lugard documented it that they've reduced the population of the north by 50% as far back as 1850. They reduce the population because all they do is they want to extinct these people, want to wipe one out of the face of the earth. So what they are doing is a systemic wipeout. 11 local government is now empty in Kwara State. So what they are doing is, once we keep pushing them out, they can create their border and bring in their bulldozer. Helicopter ló ń gbé irinṣẹ́ wá fún àwọn people yìí. So there is a Kwara State kedere, Kwara alone, Kwara State nílẹ̀ Yorùbá can feed the whole of Yorubaland. Not that other places are not viable. Ondo State is big enough to feed Yorubaland. Likewise, many other states. But there are a lot of mineral resources that are there to draw our people in homes. There are a lot of resources to draw our people that these people are eyeing. We are now going into the realm of artificial intelligence. And with this artificial intelligence, you need rare minerals, rare earth minerals. Not many people know there was gold in Zamfara. The gold in Zamfara is being mined by the people in the north and the people in the government, and there are people who they connive with outside to come and plunder it. So the same thing, I cannot begin to mention the amount of resources we have in Yorubaland. They are enormous. Our land is the largest bitumen deposits in Africa, the second largest in the world after Canada, which means that all our roads in Yorubaland can be hard without any hindrances. We have tin. Most of the things tin tomato, this and that, and all the tin you use, aluminium and all those things, they are abundant in Yorubaland. Lithium, official batteries, what's it called? Electric cars, they have it in Yorubaland. So we have abundance of minerals. We have limestone that you can use to make marble or flooring. We have good trees that you can use to make wood for furniture. So Keniani, we've got everything. We've got good weather to help our land, to help our food, to have natural food, genetically modified food. So Kini Ọlọ́run ò fi kẹ́ wa, Ọlọ́run ti fi gbogbo nǹkan kẹ́ wa to be a prosperous nation. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ran àwọn tó wà ní Kwara lọ́wọ́. Let us help them to help themselves. But the only thing is they have to defend themselves. Other than that, there is no two ways. The army is not coming to fight for you. Know that. The police are not coming to fight for you. Amoteku is not coming to fight for you. It is only you who can fight yourself. Stand up. Let us not leave them by themselves. Let us support these people in order to have
ní àfikún
what they
sí nǹkan tí bàbá wa ń sọ
to prosecute this genocide going on against them.
Right.
Hold on, ma. Bàbá wa Ṣèyí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa mute ariwo ń wá látọ̀dọ̀ yín, bóyá fan ó fèsì microphone yìí àgbọ̀ dáadáa.
Ọwọ́ mi má bínú.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa mute tí ẹ bá tí sọ̀rọ̀ sà, ẹ ṣé gan sà. Ariwo yẹn pọ̀. Okay, màmá wa Aji Akintoye, ẹ bá wa fi àfikún sí nǹkan tí ó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ ṣé Káyọ̀dé Ẹ̀mọ́lá. Fún àfikún nǹkan tí ẹ sọ yẹn, tí ẹ bá rántí program kan tí director of DSS tó sọ fúnra rẹ̀ tó sọ, ó ní ẹ má retí ọlọ́pàá àbí àmì kọ́ ṣe kí ni kọ́ wá secure ilé yín àbí ìkọ̀kọ̀ àbí ọ̀nà yín àbí títì yín. Ẹ̀yin fúnra ara yín ẹ gbé ìgbésẹ̀. Wọ́n ní ẹlẹ́rù ló máa ń ṣe kí ni ló máa ń gbé níbi tó ti wúwo. Yorùbá ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Òun náà ló ṣe jẹ́ pé bàbá wa Ìgbòho ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí security tó pọ̀. Tára dẹ̀ ń ta wọ́n lọ́dọ̀ Kọ́lá Olóòtú. Ipò tó bá yẹ kí wọ́n ti tú àwọn lẹ̀ ni. Ṣé rí ọmọ Yorùbá alójo gidi? Gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń wá ni kéèyàn kan bọ́ síwájú kó tẹ̀lé. Tó bá ti ní ẹni tí àkún ẹ̀ le, bóyá ẹjẹ́ á lọ, mo mọ̀ pé àwọn tó máa tẹ̀lé yeye. Ìkan tí Ìgbòho sọ ni pé ẹni kan gbé wanted kúrò lórí mi. Kẹ wá wò bóyá mi ní débẹ̀ lénìí lọ́la. A lè retí gbogbo wọn ta níyẹn náà lání pàṣẹ lámì, lání sójà, lání navy, lání gbogbo ẹ̀. Èèyàn mélòó láti rí on ground tí wọ́n ti lọ help wọn ní Kwara. So a ní láti rọra lọ àwọn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ tún ṣe jẹ́ takuntakun, àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́dẹ tí wọ́n ṣe jẹ́ takuntakun tí wọ́n ń ṣọ́ ìlú láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́. àwọn mẹ̀yẹ́tì yàlà tí wọ́n kó síbẹ̀ wọ́n ní wọ́n lọ gba ìbọn lọ́wọ́ wọn kó wọn fẹ́ sáfíìsì ẹ̀ kó wọn bá wọn sáfíìsì ẹ̀ wọ́n tún lọ kó ìbọn yẹn fún wọn wọ́n wá wá níjọ́ kejì tó gbàbọn lọ́wọ́ wọn wá pa wọ́n. So nígbà tọ́gá DSS bá fi lè sọ wípé ẹ dìde kẹ́ ẹ dìfẹ́ǹsì lára yín kí ló tún kù ọ̀gá DSS ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o mo gbẹ́nu mi jáde o àti play ẹ̀ lórí ìkànnì many times níbi tí bàbá yẹn ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé you have to stand up for yourself tí wọ́n bá wá rí wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe dìde fúnra ara yín yẹn ìrànlọ́wọ́ á wà lọ́tún lọ́sì gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ó di dandan ká ran ara lọ́wọ́ ni ò torí wọ́n ní téèyàn ò bá ranra ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ kò sẹ́ni tó lè fẹ́ràn yín ju ara yín lọ you are number one you love yourself first before any other person olùṣẹ́ pé ẹ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ilẹ̀ yín ẹ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìlú yín síwájú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá síwájú kí ẹ tó máa sọ pé bákan pé kó máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́ tẹ́ ẹ bá dúró ẹni tó bá dákẹ́ òun tàrí àbá dákẹ́ o nǹkan tí bàbá wa Ìgbòho ń sọ nìyẹn Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ ṣàánú wa a ní bọ́ sọ́wọ́ o ẹ ṣé.
Ẹ ṣé gan màmá wa Adebanji Akintoye ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ ti gbọ́ ní ẹnu bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá àti Adebanji Akintoye àti bàbá wa Ṣèyí tẹ́ bá wo orí fọ́nrán ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn òde tẹ́ bá wo orí fọ́nrán yín ẹ rí i pé GoFundMe tí YSDM tí wọ́n create láti fi support Kwara urgent support for Kwara òun ni à ń wò lórí emergency support for our people in Kwara State in location 419 so nísìnyí because ó ń bọ̀ ó yẹ ká tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi kíni ká fi nǹkan pàdé ẹ̀ ni kí la bá fẹ́ fi pàdé ẹ̀ tí ó bá sí owó láti fi support àwọn èèyàn wa ní Kwara nítorí pé tí wọ́n bá ti take over Kwara ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní táìmù Àfọ̀njá ibẹ̀ yẹn dàbí pé wọ́n fẹ́ lò ó tí wọ́n bá ti lè rí Kwara gbà ẹ má jẹ́ ká tanra wa o wọ́n ti wọnú wa tán nìyẹn o nítorí pé láàrin wa gan nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn ní Oǹdó lẹ́kìtì wọ́n ti mobilize ara wọn síbẹ̀ góòlọ́kọ̀ nídìí láti gbọ́ but ibi tí wọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣe territory wọn tó fẹ́ fi ṣe camp wọn òun ní Kwara State so gbogbo kinní yìí gbogbo wa la gbọ́dọ̀ náwó ń bẹ̀ nísìnyí láti ṣe kinní láti contribute láti fi owó sínú GoFundMe yìí nǹkan tí wọ́n bá wá fi ṣe wọn àwọn bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá YSN wọ́n á tún wá sórí Yoruba World Media ẹ mọ̀ pé àwa Yoruba World Media à ń dédé gba owó tí kò ní ètò nínú a máa wá tún wá fún yín ní update pé báyìí ni wọ́n ṣe ná báyìí ni wọ́n ṣe ná báyìí la ṣe ṣe ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa líǹkì yẹn òun lẹ ń wò ní orí fọ́nrán tí a ti táàgì mọ́ screen wa yìí tẹ́ bá ti type gofund.me then ẹ fi slash yẹn sí ẹ wá type fún àwọn tí wọ́n lè because tó bá ń wo ó tó wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n lè rò bóyá lẹ́tà O ni 0 number ni so gofund.me letter D for dog 0 odo number 2 number 0 again then small letter B for ball B for bobo B for bola then number 2 number 9 àti A for apple tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ A àti 8 tẹ́ bá type ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ti enter sí orí browser yín ó máa gbé yín straight lọ sí orí GoFundMe ti YSDM ṣe gbé jáde fún àwọn Kwara State láti save Kwara State ní nǹkan tó yẹ ká gbé dání nísìn àwa ìran Yorùbá wa ta believe lórí self determination lórí insecurity tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá save Kwara State nísìn now save Kwara State ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ bá wa fi owó sí àìtí rí èèyàn kankan tó ti ń fi ó yẹ kí nọ́mbà yẹn kó ti máa change ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa lórí tẹ́ ń wò wá lórí fọ́nrán báyìí ẹ bá wa fi ẹ jẹ́ ká rí pé nọ́mbà yẹn change ká lè mọ̀ pé ẹ ń gbọ́ wa yé dáadáa ẹ bá wa tẹ̀ sí gofund.me/d for dodo
Lamid má bínú bàbá mi tí wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ kò nídìí kí wọ́n bá kán máa tẹ̀ tó bá kílìkì lọ wọ́n tó ń wò wá báyìí àwọn tá a wà ń bí bíi 71 ni wá ń bì báyìí wọ́n dẹ̀ dá mi lójú pé àwọn tá a wà nílẹ̀ òkèèrè a máa tó ìdajì àwọn tó ń wò yìí tí ẹ bá kílìkì lórí líǹkì yẹn nínú comment section èmi kílìkì lórí ẹ̀ nísìnyí ó gbé mi lọ síbẹ̀ ẹ ní láti type nǹkan ẹ just click on it and ẹ máa lọ síbẹ̀ straight away tẹ bá ti lọ síbẹ̀ ẹ ṣe nǹkan tó bá ní kẹ́ ṣe kẹ̀dẹ̀ follow gbogbo steps yẹn
ẹ ṣe gan màmí so ẹ need láti type ẹ bó ṣe sọ ẹ kọ tẹ because a ti fi link yẹn sí comment section fún àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní comment section ẹ tẹ á gbé yín straight lọ sí GoFundMe yẹn ẹ bá wa fi any amount sí ení tere èjì kéré ó máa débì kan meanwhile ó dàbí pé target wọn is 1,000 a nílò more than $1,000 I mean 1,000 pounds a nílò more than that fún other àwọn nǹkan ẹ ó ti yẹ ó yẹ kó ti yẹ ẹ má jẹ́ ká fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nígbà tí wọ́n fi owó sí orí GoFundMe ẹ jẹ́ ká tún sáré bọ́ sí orí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń já wọ̀nìwọ̀nì nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Bishop bàbá wa Emola kí ni any update láti YSDM nípa bàbá wa Bishop Adesina ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá láti ṣe kíni láti sọ pé ó yẹ kí gbogbo wa ká ní ID card tiwa ìwé ìdánimọ̀ wa kí ni situation wo ni wọ́n wà báyìí kò ń ṣe pé kẹ́ fún wa ní full details báwo kí ni nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ ṣe gan.
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé níjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ Monday àbí Tuesday ni mo gbọ́ ìpè so wọ́n ní ìyàwó wọn ni wọ́n jáde wọn ò dẹ̀ padà sílé immediately mo ti ní iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ àwọn DSS ni so àwọn èèyàn wa ti comb gbogbo police station wọn ò rí wọn so we employed technology láti lè wá wọn to trace him from the phone so we went to the police station we tracked his phone and everything and there was no communication so àwọn media wa bá wa pariwo síta gbàtọ́ pariwo síta àwọn DSS wa gbé wálé to say yes it's in their custody so gbàtọ́ dẹ̀ ti ní it's in their custody the next thing was for us to arrange a legal representative for him because everybody has a right to legal representation so immediately láti gbé àwọn legal team wa dìde tó dẹ̀ tí our legal team is handling that matter for now so whilst they are still working towards it we are hoping that hopefully inú ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ yìí wọ́n á lè fi bishop sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n á fi padà sílé so that's the much I can say now. He's safe, he's healthy, they have not molested him, he has not committed any offense that we know so but and our legal team is working day and night on it so ó wà lára nǹkan tèmi àti bàbá sọ lánàá when I had a two-way and a group conversation with him so ẹ má jẹ́ ká fòyà bishop ò ní pẹ́ padà sílé lágbára Ọlọ́run.
ẹ ṣé gan bàbá wa Emola thank you very much for the update òun lẹ ti gbọ́ yìí etí tó bá gbọ́ àlọ ó yẹ kó gbọ́ àbọ̀ òun ni ẹ gbọ́ lẹ́nu bàbá wa Emola ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń type pé kí ni situation bàbá wa Bishop Adesina thank you for your wé ọkàn yín wà ń bẹ̀ bó dẹ̀ ṣe yẹ kó rí nìyẹn pé alpha nípa kéèsì or situation Bishop Adesina òun lẹ gbọ́ yẹn and thank God láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà wọ́n máa wá sórí ìkànnì yìí láti wá fún wa ní láti wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ pariwo síta lórí kidnapping lèmi rí sí o because kéèyàn máa rìn ní títì kọ́kọ́ déédéé gbé láì ṣe pé wọ́n invite ẹ̀ fún anything kò sí any arrest warrant kankan wọ́n kọ́ déédéé gbé ni so therefore a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun lábẹ́lẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti gbé lọ́ọ̀yà dìde God bless gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tí ẹ fi tẹ ṣọwọ́ sí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí Moving on, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún béèrè kó tó di pa máa ká ètò yìí nílẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà lórí ìkànnì bá ṣe ń sọ, ẹ lọ sí orí GoFundMe yẹn, ẹ bá wa máa fi bóyá $5 ní o, $1 ní o, ení tere èjì tere, ẹ bá wa share link yẹn náà káàkiri kí a lè save àwọn Kwara State, ká lè save Kwara State ní ìlú Ìlọrin. Ìlọrin ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Kwara does not belongs to any Fulani. It belongs to the Yoruba people. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ take over Kwara State yẹn. Wọ́n lè ṣe rí i pé wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ pa jù, àwọn ni àwọn tí wọ́n jọ ń ṣe ẹ̀sìn. Because ẹ ká lè mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn lélẹ́yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ a fẹ́ gba ilẹ̀ ni. Nǹkan tí ìran Fúlàní yìí wà fún nìyẹn. Wọ́n ń wá ibùjókòó. Ibùjókòó tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń wá tó mú wọn lọ́kàn jù òun nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, so ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ àsùnpìyè, ẹ jẹ́ ká sọjí láti ṣe kíni, láti support Kwara State, save Kwara State. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sórí the next question, ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, concerning the insecurity náà ṣì ni. Ó dẹ̀ dàbí pé ẹ ti yànnàná many ọ̀rọ̀ lórí insecurity. Gbogbo wa náà la mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, but nǹkan tẹ́mi kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ béèrè ni wípé fún àwọn tí wọ́n lè tún máa wo fídíò yìí, àwọn tí wọ́n ti believe lórí self determination, àwọn tí wọ́n ti mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nípa insecurity nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, kí ni ìdí pàtó tí ìjọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n fi dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ insecurity, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń wò wá níran, tó dẹ̀ ń rí pé wọ́n ń pa citizen wọn. Àwọn ìjọba wa ni àwọn tí wọ́n believe lórí wọn Nàìjíríà, tí wọ́n vote wọn sí ibùjókòó. Kí ni, because kò yé mi, kí ni àwọn ìjọba wa yìí, àwọn governors wa, kí ni wọ́n ṣe?
Àmú Ọlọ́run ni.
Kí ni nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ pa wọn?
Àmú Ọlọ́run ni. And that is why I said earlier pé these people, they are, tó bá ń sọ pé restructuring, these were the people who were shouting. 90% of them no pariwo restructuring in the 1990s. They are now in power, but they are not doing the restructuring. So, àwọn ìjọba Yorùbá, they are not interested in the welfare of our people. And they know that nobody will hold them to account. Will send anybody to hold one to account. Because they are not governing us. They are governing their masters. Àwọn tó fún wọn níṣẹ́ láti caliphate, those are the people they are loyal to. So even if you talk from here till tomorrow or from here till next year, they don't need you. Vote time, vote ní election day. That is not what brings them to power. They know it. They are puppets. We are a vassal state. So if you look at Nigeria, the last count as of 2023, we were over 200 million in terms of population. We have over 120 million eligible voters. But eba wo iye àwọn èèyàn tó vote in the presidential election, they were not up to 30 million, not up to 1/4 of the people who voted. So àwọn ìjọba wa ní local government chairman ní opportunity to work. And even the local government chairmen, they report to their masters who are the state governors. And their state masters who are the state governors report to the president. And the president reports to the godfathers who are the real powers behind. So those politicians, they are not there to serve the people. They are not there to serve the people. They are there to serve themselves and their cronies. So all the money they want to get is just for themselves. They don't care about you. And that is why they don't bother. They don't bother if people live well, if people make it, if people don't make it, it is not their concern. So problem ta nini le Yoruba, and it's one call wickedness here from the north. When I lived in the north, there were a lot of local governments that they don't open. The only time Temari want to open is when allocation come. That is when their local government will come. They will go to the government house, share the money, padlock the government house, and everybody goes back. They wait for the next month again. So basically, there is no government. So that is the same thing that is happening. So what we can do now is to begin to hold them to ransom. Tá bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ protest wa, tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ rally wa, tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ campaign wa at their front to say the allocation you are getting, what are you doing with it? The state government of Kwara is getting over ₦1 billion every month on security. What are they doing to protect the lives and property of their people? So they are getting all this allocation, but yet the security of their people is not a concern to them. We heard it recently. A member of the House of Reps in Ogun State, in Osun State, he came out and said the least House of Rep member that does not collect at all, they are collecting at least 1 billion every month for constituency projects. So what are they doing with that? That's a repo. And he said the list for senator is 2 billion naira. What are they doing? What are they doing? So our LA, we need to comb their offices. We need to go to their houses. We need to make them understand that they have a responsibility to the people. The responsibility of the government is to protect the lives and property of the people. How can we have a government and people are being butchered? Genocide is going on an industrial scale. We all feel unconcerned. I spoke with some few people the other day, and they told me, hey, it's happening in the village. It doesn't happen in the city, so it doesn't concern me. How ridiculous. 2 people were killed in a synagogue in Manchester. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom left the international conference he's in Copenhagen. He got on the flight straight away back to the United Kingdom. The Kwara State, 11 local governments have been whisked away. Governor. No, the governor did not even visit them. The president did not even say anything. Everybody is just living life as if those lives that have been lost do not matter. It does matter. And we would hold those people to account. We will not let the blood of the innocent go without seeking justice. We will seek justice for these people in any jurisdiction that we can get it. Whether it's the Nigerian courts or it's the international court, we will seek justice for these people. So our state governors and representatives, they are not doing their job. And that's why we say self-determination. Àwọn gangan ló yẹ kó wà ní forefront of self-determination. Káwa máa kún wọn lọ́wọ́ pé yes, we support you, and then we will get it done. But they foolishly on whatever, they are just shying away from it. So we will keep pushing. We will keep pushing. Whatever buttons we need to press, we will press it. And we know that one way or another, we will get justice from our people.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for that explanation. Nípa máa ká ẹsẹ̀ ètò yìí nílẹ̀. Kí tó di pé a máa kẹ́sẹ̀ ètò yìí nílẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí bàbá wa question yìí, kò ń ṣe question anyway, mo kàn fẹ́ kí wọ́n encourage àwọn èèyàn wa lórí bàbá wa Ṣèyí, ṣe wà ń bẹ̀ sà. Ẹ bá wa tan kámẹ́rà sí àwọn ará ilé.
Mo kí gbogbo ilé. Ọmọ brother wa kan wà lórí phone. Wọ́n fẹ́ béèrè question. Wọ́n ti bí mi léèrè question yẹn, but I would like him to ask himself. So ti yẹ yín, hear from the horse's mouth. Ẹ bá mi gbóhùn sókè, brother mi, Island ni wọ́n ti ń pè wá wọlé. Níbo lẹ wà náà? Ìlú wo lẹ wà yìí tẹ́ fi tẹ́ pè wá wọlé tẹ́ ti ń pè yìí? Níbo lẹ wà? Pinnacle, okay. Ẹ ṣé. Ẹ béèrè question. Ẹ ṣé. Mi ò fẹ́ béèrè orúkọ. Ẹ béèrè question tẹ́ fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn bàbá wa tí wọ́n wà lórí ìjókòó. Ẹ gbọ́.
Okay. Nǹkan tí mò ń béèrè ni pé yàtọ̀ sí àwọn bàbá Akíntóyè jẹ́ pé wọn ò sí nílé, àwọn àgbà wo la lè sọ pé àgbà tó wà nídìí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation tó ń support financially, àbí ìgbésẹ̀ wo wọ́n ń gbé láti ní support tó dáa fún ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation? Ìdí tí mo fi béèrè ni pé shortly after tí Buhari wọlé, wọ́n gbọ́ pé Oòduà investment ṣé kì í ṣe ojú Yorùbá ni? Wọ́n lọ make 650 billion profit after everything. So máa ń wò ó láti gbà yẹn pé ṣé irú àwọn owó yẹn ṣé ó ti wọlé ni? Kí ni ipa wo làwọn yẹn ń kó? Ṣé wọ́n kàn ń lo orúkọ Oòduà ni? Tàbí it's just a different thing entirely tí ò ní ìṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá? Because concurrently èmi rò pé ó yẹ ká máa dàgbà sí bá a ṣe ń béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ nation bá a ṣe ń ṣe kí. Mo ń gbọ́ tó máa ń darúkọ Scotland. Ìgbà tí mo gbowó kan ní Scotland mo ṣe mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe pounds ẹyọ kan ló wà ní UK o. Mo rí pé owó wọn yàtọ̀. Owó yẹn dé Nàìjíríà àwọn àbókí lọ fún mi pé no this one we no carry like mo ṣe fura pé so kì í ṣe pounds UK mo mú dání. Do you understand? Èmi ò mọ bá ṣe lè máa dàgbà sí in certain ways alongside wọ́n ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation kó ká má kàn wà lójú kan ṣá.
Ẹ ṣeun gan, bàbá wa Káyọ̀dé Ẹ̀mọ́lá la máa fẹ́. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ gbogbo tán sọ yẹn ṣá? Bàbá wa Káyọ̀dé Ẹ̀mọ́lá. Bàbá wa Káyọ̀dé Ẹ̀mọ́lá, ṣé ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ ìbéèrè wọn?
Ẹ má bínú, mo tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mo ti mute ara mi. Mo gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ, ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ sọ, ó yé mi dáadáa.
Àná dáhùn ìbéèrè wọn yẹn, bá a dáhùn ní ṣókí ẹ ṣe. Ẹ ṣe bàbá.
Ẹ ṣe gan. Nílé àwọn àgbààgbà kan that supports financially, wọn dàgbà tó bàbá Akíntóyè, but out of their own benevolence, they give us here and there to support the struggle whenever we call them. So àwọn àgbààgbà kan, they are still there. Nífẹ̀ẹ́ tọpinpin wọn síta because they too, we have to protect their identity. So there are still some people to give in one way or the other to fund the struggle. Now, the other thing tẹ́ béèrè tó wà very very germane is the Oòduà investment.
Oòduà investment yẹn mẹ́nu débẹ̀ sà.
Yeah, Oòduà investment yẹn a máa tan ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí because I know tẹ́ bá lọ síbi Ọjọ́ta yẹn ẹ rí Oòduà house and they are making a lot of money. So even àwọn owó tó make yẹn, are they making it for the region of the Yoruba land? Because our land, are they making it for the Yoruba land or are they making it for individuals? So gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn ló yẹ ká find out because that money actually belongs to the Yoruba people and not the federal government of Nigeria. So bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe béèrè ẹ̀ ń sìn, we would look into it. Ẹ má dẹ̀ gbàgbé ẹ bá àwọn tẹ́yìn náà bá mọ̀ ẹ sọ fún wọn pé whatever support they can give to us, we will be happy to get it. It is only the few tá à ń rí here and there la fi ń run organization la dẹ̀ fi ń fund many of the activities tá à ń ṣe. So not many people nílé, I must confess, not many people. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹlòmíì wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ help tó mọ bó ṣe lè reach out sí wa. Tó bá fẹ́ reach out sí wa, kàn reach out sí wa so that we can be able to get whatever support tó bá ní fún wa. Ara ẹ̀ ní GoFundMe. Àwọn tó bá wà ní Nàìjíríà náà, they can actually put into the GoFundMe. So once you put your debit card or your credit card, whatever bank you use, and you can even put it anonymously. Omar Bere, do you want your name to be displayed? You can say no. You can say yes. So you can say no, your name will not be displayed. That's why the technology of GoFundMe is very good. They can't know where it is coming from. So àwọn tó wà nílé tọ́lọ́run fún lágbára tó fẹ́ support, you don't need to know anybody, you don't need to know me. Just go on the link and put whatever you have on the GoFundMe. And if you want to donate through our website, you can go to www.ysdm.org. You can give whatever the Lord has placed in your heart to support this struggle with. Àwa mọ̀ pé we are on the right path. A dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ pé they are looking for restructuring, it's never going to happen. I can bet it with anything. If President Tinubu in 1997, this is nearly 30 years after, can come out and he's the president. He said it over 30 years, I don't believe in Nigeria, I believe in restructuring. And this is nearly 3 years into his presidency. Restructure once in his mouth. No, you've never heard it. He doesn't believe in the word himself. The same Tinubu said, don't remove fuel subsidy. That was his first act when he became president. The same Tinubu to sọ pé the federal government cannot produce electricity. Òun náà ló lọ ṣe solar panel sí Aso Rock. The same Tinubu that say Nigerians are starving, they should bear with him, is the same one renovating the vice president house with is the same person renovating the vice president residence with 10 billion. So ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa deceive ara wa that some people are shouting for restructuring. Once we get restructuring is just a diversion, because they know that if you are asking for what is not possible, you will think that there is hope, and you'll be hoping that it will happen, knowing fully well that it is not going to happen. So self-determination is only the way. I would rather stay on self-determination and die on self-determination, and know that the people that are coming, we've created a pathway for them to get a Yoruba nation, than be lying and deceiving them that we will get restructuring, and we've been shouting restructuring for over 50 years. Katwa might deceive our mama for another 50 years, maybe probably when myself I'll be 90 and ready to die, and be telling you that it will happen someday. It's not going to happen. So Ejeka deceive our restructuring is not going to happen. So Ejeka fọkàn wá sí pé self-determination is the only way.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n bá yín fi kún answer àti bàbá wa béèrè yẹn. Bàbá wa tí wọ́n pè wá last yìí, ẹnì kankan tún ti pè wá, màá pè wọ́n padà. Bàbá wa tẹ́ pè wá last yẹn, mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé àwọn àgbààgbà wo ló wà nílé tó ń ràn wá lọ́wọ́, àbí Odua investment yẹn, ṣé inú Yorùbá nation kìíní lówó yẹn wà? O kò sí àti ẹ̀mọ́ ibi tí yẹn wà. Àwọn wo ló ràn wá lọ́wọ́ nílé? Èèyàn péréte ló ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Péréte báyìí ni, bóyá ká sọ pé 10%. Ìrànlọ́wọ́ tó kù láti diaspora ló ti ń wá. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà tó wà níta ní diaspora ló ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Bí ẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe pè wá wọlé yẹn, mo mọ̀ wípé ẹ̀yin náà fẹ́ ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ ni. Ìrànlọ́wọ́ tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe, ẹ ti rí GoFundMe tí wọ́n gbé wá nípa ti Kwara nìyẹn. Bí a ṣe máa ń gbé wá nìyẹn. Ní last week nígbà tá a wá síbí báyìí níjọ́ Thursday tí a wá síbí báyìí ní Yoruba World Media, àwọn ìfẹ́lódùn àpapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn ni wọ́n wá síbí tí a wá béèrè owó tí wọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣe rally ní ọjọ́ Friday. Àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn náà ni wọ́n support. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ support. Àwọn ìfẹ́lódùn wọ́n sì ń bọ̀ wá dúpẹ́. Mo kàn yàbàrà ni. Ẹ wá wọlé ní nísìnyí YSDM, wọ́n ní umbrella body fún Yorùbá determination, self-determination fún Yorùbá. Àwọn ní umbrella body, gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ ló wà lábẹ́ wọn. Wọ́n tún wá gbé wá lẹ́ni náà nísìnyí, wọ́n ní GoFundMe tí a máa fi ràn wọ́n Kwara lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n pa wọ́n lógúnlọ́gbọ̀n ni. A need láti ràn wọ́n ọmọ ìyá wa lọ́wọ́. Àwa tá a lè lọ sí ojú ogun, kì í ṣe ojú ogun, àwa tá a lè lọ defend àwọn èèyàn wa, a need láti fi àpò wa, a need láti fi defend. Bí mo ṣe sọ lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá náà ni pé àwa tí a lè lọ síbi rally, ẹ fún wọn ní owó tó máa fi mobilize ọmọ èèyàn láti lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni báyìí ní àwa tá a rí pé kì í ṣe pé a fẹ́ rányàn lọ, àbí àwa fúnra wa fẹ́ lọ GoFundMe ni wọ́n gbé síbẹ̀ yẹn bí a ṣe lè bá a ṣe ranra lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn gbogbo bí ẹ ṣe ń rí tá à ń káàkiri tá à ń lọ sókè sódò tá à ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tá à ń ṣe à ń dáwó ni à ń sanwó sínú àwọn àpò ẹgbẹ́ wọn wa yìí ni tí a fi ń ṣe ni kò sẹ́nì kankan ìjọba ò ràn wá lọ́wọ́ kò dẹ̀ sí àwọn àgbààgbà gbòógì tó wà nílé àwọn tó jẹ́ àgbààgbà gbòógì tó wà nílé advice ni wọ́n ń fún wa support lórí ẹ̀rìn síbí ẹgbà báyìí òun ni wọ́n ń ṣe fún wa kì í ṣe owó torí pé bí ẹ ṣe mọ̀ wípé àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá míì tí wọ́n fẹ́ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n pé kọ́ bá sọ pé àwọn lọ́wọ́ support Yorùbá nation bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bó ṣe wà láàárín àwọn àgbààgbà yẹn ló wà láàárín àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló wà láàárín àwọn olóṣèlú tí wọ́n fẹ́ support tí wọ́n mọ̀ yìí pé torí òótọ́ tó mọ̀ pé òótọ́ là ń sọ tí wọ́n mọ òótọ́ tó mọ̀ pé òótọ́ là ń sọ bọ̀ àti support yẹn nǹkan ni èmi ni mo ṣe ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì yín bàbá wa Káyọ̀dé Ẹ̀mọ́lá tí mo fi anonymous sí ó lọ níbẹ̀ bí ẹ bá tẹ̀ kò síbi tí ò ti èmi náà try yẹn ni pé kí n ṣe ìtàwí ìpẹ́ ó ti owó fàrà òun ló fi ṣe ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì yẹn ẹ jọ nítorí tọlọ́run ọba àwa tá a wà lórí ìkànnì àpọ̀ àwa tá a dẹ̀ wà nílé tá a wà níta níbí báyìí ayéye ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣe ohun ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣe ahun sí ọ̀rọ̀ ara wa torí tá a bá ní kò kàn wá ó lè kan ẹni tó máa kàn wá o ó lè kan ẹni tó máa kàn wá Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí nǹkan burúkú kó kan ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa ẹ má ṣe ahun torí ẹ wo £10 yìí owó McDonald's nílùú UK ni o tá a máa fi jẹ pápánu àwọn tó bá fẹ́ san ju bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ ẹ san ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ àwọn Yorùbá wa ní ẹnikẹ́ni tí wọ́n bá lápò nípa láti ṣèrànlọ́wọ́ fún òun náà lẹ́nìkejì yẹ tọ́jú ẹ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n ń pa yìí wọn kì í ṣe ewúrẹ́ wọn kì í ṣe àgùntàn àwọn èèyàn ti wá ní àwọn tó ń sọ Yorùbá lẹ́nu ni ẹ ṣáàrí ọmọbìnrin kan tó ní wọ́n ti pọkọ wọn ẹgbàá wọn ṣe bí Yorùbá ló sọ lẹ́nu wọ́n pa ọkọ ẹ̀ wọ́n pa àbúrò ọkọ ẹ̀ wọ́n pa ọ̀rẹ́ ọkọ ẹ̀ wọn ò lọ sójú ogun wọn ń bọ̀ láti ibì kan ni inú mọ́tò wọn ni wọ́n ti dá wọn dúró tí wọ́n ti pa wọ́n. ẹ wá sọ fún mi tó bá jẹ́ èèyàn kan lọ láti Èkó wọ́n ní àlejò tó wà nínú mọ́tò yẹn ṣé kò ti ṣe kòǹgẹ́ kò ti ṣe ọlọ́mọdé àṣe kòǹgẹ́ aburú anything can happen òun ló ṣe jẹ́ pé bí mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ má kó dànù ẹ jọ ẹ lè mẹ́mi kẹ́ ẹ kó mi dànù torí èmi kò jẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí àbá tí mò ń dá yìí ẹ má kó dànù ẹ jọ nítorí tọlọ́run ọba ẹ máa bá wa tọwọ́ bọ kí ló ṣe ń pè yẹn £10 táwa bíi 100 bá dá £10 yẹn ó máa pè á dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn míì wà tí owó rogún sí wọn lápò èmi kàn fi yẹn tẹ̀sí ẹ̀ ní ó dẹ̀ lọ tó bá tún yá àtúnṣe ní ìsìlẹ̀ ẹ jọ nítorí tọlọ́run ọba ẹ má fi dàgùn la brọ́dà mi tó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó easy gan bí tí mo jókòó sí ni mo ti ń tẹ̀ ẹ́ ó dẹ̀ lọ mo fi ṣeré ni ó dẹ̀ lọ òun ní nọ́mbà 2 tó pẹ̀lú ti brọ́dà mi yẹn ẹ jọ nítorí tọlọ́run ọba kò gbà wá lásìkò rárá
ẹ bá wa fowó sí ẹjọ́
àkáǹtì yín wà kíá ló máa lọ kò gbájú 1 minute ẹ ti ṣe ẹ má jẹ́ kó rọ yín lójú mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ yín pé àwọn Yorùbá aláàánú ni wá ojú òní tì wá so brother wa kò sẹ́ni tó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ tẹ bá fẹ́ pẹ̀lú ẹni tó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí ìbáyìí lọ ẹ ṣé.
ẹ ṣé gan màmá wa màá fẹ́ kí bàbá wa Ṣèyí náà kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa fund yìí náà àti pé emergency support for our people in Kwara State ẹ bá wa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn ìdí pàtàkì bó ṣe wà so important tí wọ́n ṣe ní láti ṣe ẹ bá wọn sọ ká tún ṣe kí ni ká bẹ̀ wọ́n nítorí pé time tá wà yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ jẹ́ ká protect orísun wa part of our orísun is Kwara State lọ́wọ́ àwọn Fúlàní ẹ jẹ́ ká protect ẹ̀ mo mọ̀ pàwọ́ Yorùbá lè ṣe ẹ má jẹ́ kó jẹ́ wípé ìgbà tó bá ti wá bọ́ lọ́wọ́ wa la ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa sáré sọ́tún sáré sósì it is the best time now to save Kwara State save Kwara State ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bàbá wa ẹ bá wa bá àwọn aráalé sọ̀rọ̀ kí a wá ṣe kí ni ká wá ká ẹsẹ̀ ètò yìí nílẹ̀ ká dẹ̀ máa ṣe kí ni ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ni máa share GoFundMe ní àárín ara wa nínú group nínú WhatsApp lórí Facebook lórí everywhere every platform lágbára Elédùmarè á ṣe ṣe fún wa ẹ ṣé gan bàbá wa Ṣèyí mo sọ sọ́dọ̀ yín lọ́hùn ẹ bá wa gbọ́ sọ.
So,
ẹ má bínú ìpè kan tún ti wọlé o, ṣé ká ní sùúrù fún wọn náà.
ẹ jẹ́ ká ní sùúrù, ẹ jẹ́ kí bàbá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ.
kí n sọ ní kíákíá fẹ́ rọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ìjọ ìyàwó àgbájọ ọwọ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ gbogbo wa àwọn wọ́n lè fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ fún àlejò tí ó gbóná àwọn kan wà wọ́n rẹ̀ láti lọ nígbà sílẹ̀ láti ọ̀pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹnu ìdẹ̀kọ́ lọ́ máa fi ṣe ìgbọ́dọ̀ máa gbé mọ́tò wọ́n fún ọ̀dì ẹ̀dá ìjẹ́ wọn fẹ́ jẹ ní gba àwọn logistics oríṣiríṣi ìjọba bí nǹkan àlè fẹ́ ní gbogbo ẹni sọ gbogbo ẹ̀tàn náà máa nílò bẹ́ẹ̀ ìjọ kò sí nǹkan tó kéré jù gbogbo abájọ́jọ́ 1,000 naira 500 naira 10,000 naira 10 pounds 10 euro 10 dollars kò sí nǹkan tó kéré bá bá jẹ pọ̀ sí ká dáwó sí ní ẹ̀ máa fẹ́ pọ̀ sí mo lọ gbogbo ẹ̀jọ́ kọ̀tà bá lè ṣe à ń ṣe fúnra wa ẹ̀ka àwọn tí ọ̀la ṣe ilẹ̀ wa àwọn náà là láti protect àwọn àbáwá wọ́n jà fún wa lọ́wọ́ pé àwọn àbáwá wọ́n jà fún wa láti defend ilẹ̀ yẹn lọ sílẹ̀ nílẹ̀ o kò sí gbọ́ sí kankan jẹ́ pé àwọn Yorùbá wọn lọ sí ìlú nílùú wọn lọ ń bá wọn jà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n lọ sí Haúsá lọ pa wọn bẹ̀ wọ́n lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ Ìgbò wọn àmọ́ lọ sí ọ̀nà láti ìdíjọ́ bí jìnnà jùlọ lọ balẹ̀ àgbàlọ́ nílẹ̀ yìí ìgbẹ̀gbọ́n tán ìgbọ́n ilẹ̀ wa ẹ má jẹ́ kó gbà ó ọtí gbogbo wa náà wọ́n wí kò sí nǹkan tó kéré jù lọ contribution tá a bá lè ṣe kò kéré o ẹ má sọ pé ìgbà tó lè sílẹ̀ àbí kéré kò kéré ìjọ ọ̀nà ọ̀gbọ̀n lọ ọ̀nà àbúṣàpò ẹ̀sẹ̀ ń gan.
Ẹ ṣé gan bàbá wa, thank you very much for that speech. Bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá bàbá wa bá àwọn aráalé sọ̀rọ̀ pàtó ìdí pàtàkì tí wọ́n ṣe ní láti ṣe kíni láti fi owó yìí àti pé ṣé accountability a máa tún wá ṣe understand láti wá update àwọn èèyàn wa so that àwọn èèyàn á tún lè ṣe more ṣe mọ̀ tá a bá fi ń wọ̀n wọ́n pé àṣebáyìí pẹ̀lú owó tí à ń contribute most especially ní diaspora tí wọ́n bá ń rí accountability wọ́n máa sọ pé àwọn people yìí olóòótọ́ ni wọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká tún tẹ́ bá tún wá next wọ́n á tún ṣe kíni wọ́n á tún ṣe understand ẹ bá wa bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ bá wa bẹ̀ wọ́n ẹ bá wa sọ fún wọn.
ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé lẹ́yìn odi mo kí yín mo tẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tó ti nawọ́ sí GoFundMe wa. We definitely need over 1,000. We definitely need over 10,000. Nǹkan tó ń kojú àwọn Kwara kì í ṣe nǹkan kékeré. 11 local government ló ti sack. In Kogi State, over 6 local government ní ti Yorùbá. In fact, ní Kogi State, as I speak to you, wọ́n wọnú ìlú tó ń gbé àwọn èèyàn wa ní. Ó kan wá lóminú. Wọ́n wọnú ìlú tó ń gbé àwọn èèyàn. In fact, about 2 months ago, wọ́n wọ ìlú, wọ́n gbé ọkọ, wọ́n gbé ìyàwó, wọ́n dẹ̀ tún gbé ọmọ. Wọ́n wá fi ọkọ sílẹ̀ pé kóun máa lọ wá owó, wọ́n wá gbé ìyàwó àti ọmọ, wọ́n gbé wọn lọ. A little child. You look at that. They took that little child into the bush. The man went to bring 1 million. Only no, but their money is 10 million. Ìgbà tó yá wọ́n tún ní 60 million. Wọ́n release. Inú gbọ́nbẹ̀ yẹn ìyàwó ẹ̀ tún bímọ síbẹ̀. So we are under siege. Arákùnrin sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, he said we are in a silent war, and that is the most dangerous war. If somebody is fighting you silently and you don't know, not least people who have declared jihad against you, and their jihad is not, it has nothing to do with Islamic that you have to become Islam. All they understand about jihad is that you don't look like them, you don't speak their language, you are gone, you are dead. So it has nothing, àwọn tó ń rò pé is Muslim, Christian, it has nothing to do with that. So in terms of accountability, we always provide accountability in everything we do. I could remember in 2021, ìgbà tó lóye fẹ́ tí wọ́n mú bàbá wa olóyè, and we rallied round. Within 24 hours in the United Kingdom, we've raised over £5,000. And we sent it to the lawyers to make sure, and our demand was to make sure, because Malamiti read the plane ní Kútọ̀nù to take him straight to Abuja. We said, on no account must they take him out of Benin Republic. So we got a lawyer, and then more English, French, we had to look for a lawyer. We called them, they came back and gave us accountability of how they got the money, what they got, what they spent, and everything. So there's always accountability and there's always transparency. So àwọn tá a fẹ́ fi ràn lọ́wọ́ yìí náà, they are looking onto us all the time. Pé kí lẹ fẹ́ fi ràn wá lọ́wọ́? Any defend yourself. We can't defend ourselves by ourselves. So whatever you give to us, be very sure that it is going to the very people to need there. It is not coming to me. It is not coming to any of the officials. It is going to the people who are on the front line, who are ìgbà tí Ukraine tó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ war wọn against Russia, when Russia invaded them, they themselves fúnra wọn, they went on GoFundMe to raise money, to rally people around them, and that was what really saved them. Kí àwọn àgbáyé tó wá gbà wọ́n. Ìgbà táwọn àgbáyé ti rí pé, okay, yes, you are doing something to defend yourself, we will support you. Táwa náà bá káwọ́ gbéra, tá a sá, tá ní okay, kọ́ ṣe nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ ṣe, the world will say, yes, they came and we gave up, we didn't fight. It means that the land never belonged to us before. But if we stayed here, people tó bá pa wá síbẹ̀, our blood will still flow into the ground to tell the ground that we own this land. So whatever you give today is not a waste. Whatever you give will go into doing. Mo ti rí pé àwọn kan tí ń fi àwọn kan tí ń nawọ́ sí wa, a very big thank you to you. Whatever you give will go into.
Ọlọ́run ò jẹ́. Ẹ ṣe bàbá wa kan ti wà lórí ìpè, ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sáré bá wa sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ jẹ́ kó gbóhùn sókè, ẹ ṣé gan ma.
Ok. Mo ń bọ̀ o.
Tẹ́ bá wo orí fọ́nrán, ẹ rí i pé ó ti ń lọ sókè, ẹ jẹ́ kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa. Ẹ ṣé gan, thank you very much for hearing us out and doing the needful. Ẹ ṣé gan.
Ẹ ṣé, mo kí gbogbo ilé o, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ìlú, kò ní rẹ̀ yín o, Mr. Emola ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o, bàbá wa kejì tí wà ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ló kí ayé àtúnyà rẹ̀ yóò dá àwọn gbogbo wa o, yàwó yájú ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ìlú. Mo ní kí n kàn sáré kéde náà fẹnu sí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ yìí ni, láti location 419 ní dárúkọ mi, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó mọ òun yà á mọ̀ ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ pàrọwà sí gbogbo wa tá a jẹ́ ògidì àti ojúlówó ọmọ Yorùbá jákèjádò orígun mẹ́rin àgbáyé. Ilẹ̀ tá a ní, ilẹ̀ yìí nìkan ni ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹni ti wà. Ibẹ̀ láti lè yan fàǹdàfàǹdà, ibẹ̀ láti lè fọkànbalẹ̀ gbégbé ayé rere. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí àwọn àjòjì ó gbà mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, mo bẹ̀ yín ni. Ẹ̀yin ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Haúsá 221 years ago ní Fúlàní ti gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Today wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń jìjàǹgbara láti gádà ara wọn jọ láti confront àwọn Fúlàní. Èmi rò pé ó ti wà almost too late. But our own case, ẹ má jẹ́ pé bíi ti àwọn Haúsá, ẹ jẹ́ ká kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ Yorùbá jẹ́ apá ẹ̀yìn ju ẹ̀mí òjò ẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ àgbépàjì. Ẹ̀yin kábíyèsí wa, mo bẹ̀ yín, mo fi orí àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tí wọ́n mú nǹkan innocent children bá ń bí wọ̀nyí, mo fi bẹ̀ yín, mo fi orí àwọn òkùnkùn wa lọ́la, mo fi bẹ̀ yín, mo fi àwọn alálẹ̀ bẹ̀ gbogbo àtẹ̀yìn olówó ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká rally round. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ Kwara is good, ṣùgbọ́n diversionary tactics àwọn Fúlàní ga, wọ́n lè divert attention gbogbo àṣìwé sí Kwara, wọ́n á máa rọ̀ síbẹ̀. At the end of the one by ìpínlẹ̀ wọ other state, tó our state tó kù ẹ má jẹ́ ká jáfira ẹ má jẹ́ ká fọwọ́ lé ká máa wò anything can happen these people have plan between for now and December ending ẹ jọ̀ọ́ plan wọn ó burú gidi ń wa ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ má jẹ́ ká fọwọ́ lé ká ẹ̀yin kábíyèsí ẹ ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tí a máa ṣe nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ní ibi tẹ wà tẹ́rìtì yín ẹ ní sọ pé ẹ so sẹ́rìtì yín ẹ bójú tó dáadáa kí omi má lọ jẹ ẹ̀yìn wọ̀ gbé lẹ́nu ó bẹ̀ yín ní then GoFundMe yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́ sí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tá bá gbé nìkan sí ó ní Mr. Emma lásán sí wọ́n gbé ọkọ wọn gbéyàwó wọn gbọ́mọ wọ́n ní kọ́kọ́ lọ owó wá 16 million ibòmíì wọ́n lè ní kẹ́ lọ wá 50 million tọ́pẹ́ bá tó àwọn èèyàn ara léra àwọn àgbà nígbà tí wọn gbé wa báyìí tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ gbogbo Yorùbá lọ títa bá ara léra dáadáa owó yìí tá a fi gba Yorùbá nation sílẹ̀ tá a fi gba orílẹ̀-èdè wa tí kò bẹ́ẹ̀ dájú pé ká wá wà lóko ẹrú ìgbà yẹn owó wa ò ní ṣe náà àwa tá a jẹ́ bílọ́níà àní lè náwó wa lẹ̀ Yorùbá orí pé tí Fúlàní bá ti wá rọ́ọ̀nù wa ó mà parí nìyẹn o gbogbo schools àti ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé gbogbo churches wa ó di kíní ó di káfíńrà ṣe ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fi Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín mo fi Elédùmarè bẹ̀ yín gbogbo ẹ̀yin lówó ilẹ̀ Yorùbá both within and without àyín tẹ́ wà lókè òkun àti ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹlòmíì $1 million ọjọ́ lójú ẹ fi ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ìbáwọn kan ló ran Fúlàní wọ̀nyí lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n rí gba ewu bá ṣe ń kó bọ oríṣiríṣi wọn ṣáàkọ má dé ìbá yẹn láti òfurufú àwọn èèyàn ló rárẹ̀ rà because wọ́n understand ìjà tí Fúlàní ń jà wípé nígbà bá ti lè gba ilẹ̀ máa ń lu wa lọ́wọ́ ilẹ̀ ti jà tí Fúlàní nìyẹn ó mà tán ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà understand ipò dá wà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pé we are in a very delicate and dicey situation now this is not the time for us to fold hand kò kàn mí ó mà lè gani tó máa kàn wá o mo mọ̀ bẹ̀yìn torí Ọlọ́run ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fi gbogbo nǹkan tó dáa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti nǹkan tẹ́ ń fẹ́ àti tí tó ń mí àti tí mo fi bẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn olówó wa Mr. Fẹ́mi Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá mo pè é lórúkọ jọ̀ọ́ bàbá mi ẹ dìde sí wa.
àwọn tó bá mọ̀ wọ́n ló lè sẹ́ǹdì ẹ̀ sí wọn wọn ń gbọ́rù tọ̀dọ̀ wa yìí àwọn tó bá mọ̀ wọ́n lè sẹ́ǹdì fọ́nrán yìí.
And that is the good thing about GoFundMe.
ẹ bá wa send mọ́ràn yìí sí wọn ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ nǹkan tó ń lọ ó máa kàn wọ́n náà because tán bá gbalẹ̀ mọ́ lọ́wọ́ kò ní sí tó ń jẹ́ National Assembly Yorùbá ò ní sí National Assembly mọ́ Fúlàní Assembly ló máa wà ó ń bẹ̀ yín gbogbo àwọn tá a sì lọ chọ́ọ̀chì tá a lọ ìṣòro tá a lọ mọ́ṣáláṣí wọ́n á pa gbogbo ẹ̀rú àwọn ló máa control religion wa nǹkan tá a ṣe ní Afghanistan nìyẹn o.
tí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ religion bàbá mi wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ religion ilẹ̀ ni wọ́n kọ́ particularly àbá o.
And the good thing about GoFundMe ni pé you can anonymously.
wọ́n ní program wọn agenda the first agenda is to claim our land then later wọ́n á take authority of everything. àwọn obìnrin wọn ò ní lè lọ lọ síbi iṣẹ́ mọ́ ọmọ obìnrin ò lè lọ sí school these are part of the agenda.
Book is haram. Boko Haram yẹn book is haram. Haram ni pé èèwọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni anybody ò lè lọ sí school. Nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ ṣe ṣe nígbà tí a bá gba ilẹ̀ tán wọ́n wá ban pé this set of people lè lọ sí school. Wọ́n ti fẹ́ western education. So gbogbo wa kò sí school mọ́. A lè lọ sí school mọ́. A lè ṣe anything on our own. Ṣé kó difficult ló dé delicate? Wọ́n bẹ̀ wá ní ẹjọ́ wọ́n bẹ̀ lóko bàbá Akíntóyè orúkọ bàbá Akíntóyè mo fi bẹ̀ gbogbo wa mo fi orúkọ ìwé òòṣà mo fi bẹ̀ gbogbo wa mo fi ẹjọ́ náà tó 1 second mo fi orúkọ ẹ mọ̀lá mo fi bẹ̀ gbogbo wa àti gbogbo àwa táwa lẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ má jẹ́ ká sùn ẹ jẹ́ àsùnwọ̀pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn wa àwọn wa ẹ̀ tiẹ̀ níta bá ti fẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe this is the time this is the only time we have tomorrow may be too late December may be too late ibi tó ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ mo lè má sí láyé mọ́ ọ̀tẹ̀gbọ́n mi èyí ká ṣe lóòótọ́ àti ètùṣe ẹ̀ṣin mo dúpẹ́ Adebanji Akintoye ìṣẹ́nu la ẹ̀ṣin o ilé yìí ò ní dàrú ọ̀nà yìí ò ní dàrú o lágbára lọ́wọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ dáhà ṣe kò ní wọn àlè kábàámọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ o àárín òkú nínú àwọn ọmọ wa gbogbo tó ẹ̀ ló bèrè wọn adélé wọn bá wa láyọ̀ o àmọ́ gbé wọn sí rere ẹ̀ṣin o ó dàrú
ẹ̀ṣin ó dàrú ẹ máa wà láyé tá a máa ti gba Yorùbá ní kò síbi tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń lọ gbogbo ọba ìlú máa ṣojú ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ ẹ ṣeun gan sa.
Ẹ ṣé bàbá wa tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ tán, wọ́n náà wò fẹ́ dárúkọ wọn, èmi náà ò ní fẹ́ dárúkọ wọn lórí ìkànnì.
àwa
Ẹ
mẹ́ni
ṣé
tó ń
gan.
sọ̀rọ̀ eégún mọ́ ni ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, inú wa dùn pé ẹ pè wọlé, ẹ kú gbogbo ìgbà bàbá wa tí wọ́n pè wọlé. A dẹ̀ fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí ká fi kí gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí YouTube channel tí ẹ wà pẹ̀lú wa, tí ẹ kúrò rárá. Màmá wa Tóyìn Ọláoyè, yèyé Tóyìn, ẹ káàbọ̀ sáàrin wa once again. Màmá wa láti Multi-Faith, màmá wa Akínpẹ̀lú Àbíkẹ́, ẹ ṣé tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, thank you very much. Kó tó di pé àwa shut down program alẹ́ yìí láti ṣe kíni, láti lọ fi ara àlàáfíà wa ká lọ fi sùn, kí a tún jí láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà, ká tó di pé a tún máa mú èyí tó tún kàn á tún mú sọ ní orí Yorùbá World Media. Ẹ jẹ́ kí bàbá wa Ṣèyí kí wọ́n bá wa kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, kí a ká ìṣètò yìí, àti lẹ́yìn wọn bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ́lá being our guest lénìí, ẹ bá wa kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n gbọ́hùn yín, tí wọ́n listen sí.
Ẹ ní sùúrù kan tó kí wọn, ẹ ní sùúrù. Ṣé rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ní líǹkì GoFundMe yìí lọ́wọ́, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, a rí pé ó ti ń lọ sókè díẹ̀díẹ̀. Kó tó di alẹ́ yẹn, ṣé ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ní líǹkì lọ́wọ́, ẹ máa bá wa fi sí ọ̀wọ́n ibi tó yẹ kí ẹ fi sí, àbí ọ̀wọ́n ọ̀rẹ́ yín, ẹ send ẹ̀ sí wọn. Tẹ́ bá ti copy ẹ paste ẹ̀ sókè kínní, ó máa gbé gbogbo information yẹn wá, kí ẹ wá máa send ẹ̀ káàkiri. Ẹ má dá nìkan, èyí tẹ́ bá ti sọ, ẹ má dá nìkan keep ẹ̀, ẹ send ẹ̀. Kódà ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tí ì lágbára àti sanwó yẹn, ẹjọ́ Yorùbá tẹ́ pé ẹ̀ tí ì lágbára, ẹ send ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé ó lè kẹ́ ẹ ti program yìí, kẹ́ ẹ wá fi tì nídìí, kọ́ ti pọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ ṣeun gan.
Ẹ ṣé gan màmá mi, ẹ ṣé fún very fast update yẹn, ẹ ṣé gan mà. Bàbá wa Ṣèyí, ẹ bá wa gbé sókè, ẹ bá wa kí gbogbo ará ilé, kí wọ́n gbé ó dàbọ̀.
Mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Yorùbá World Media pé wọ́n pè wá síbí láti bá àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ ibi tí nǹkan dé báyà sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àdúpẹ́ àtọpẹ́dá o, ẹ̀mí dẹ̀ fẹ́ fún wa, má jẹ́ ká rẹ̀wẹ̀sì. Gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ ká ṣe, ká sápá wa, nǹkan tọ́lọ́run fún wa, ká fi ní sọ pé ilẹ̀ wa kò lọ ọ̀pá o, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká ṣe nǹkan tá a lè ṣe. Ìrọ̀lẹ́ náà ni ọgún fọ́ọ̀tì yìí àti àwọn olórí wa bó wọ́n ṣe ń lọ tó ń bọ̀ sí ọ̀pọ̀ determination tó lè pọ̀ sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa support wọn, máa gbàdúrà fún wọn, wọn sùn, wọn ìgbọ̀nà ló ń gbà ní ìṣèkiri pé ìgbẹ́ kò tí wà gbogbo wa náà ni Ọlọ́run náà á sì máa fara ọgbọ́n ṣe o.
Over to you, bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ́lá, bá wa kí gbogbo ará ilé.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ fún àwọn aráalé, àwọn tó nawọ́ sí wa, àwọn tó dúró tì wá, àwọn tó gbọ́ wa, àwọn tó bá wa gbé ìròyìn wa sí afẹ́fẹ́. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Mo ní nígbàgbọ́ pé Ọlọ́run á máa wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ilẹ̀ òmìnira tá à ń lọ, Ọlọ́run á fún wa láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà. Gbogbo mo ti sọ, gbogbo ẹ fi sọ́kàn, ẹ má jẹ́ kán tàn wá pé there is anything like restructuring. There is nothing like restructuring. There is nothing like regionalism. Kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Nǹkan tí a lérò ní pé self-determination is not a crime. So àwọn governors Yorùbá land, àwọn senators Yorùbá land, àwọn rep member, àwọn local government chairmen, àwọn councillors, àwọn ló yẹ kó máa gbé self-determination lọ́kùnkúndùn, káwa gan máa sọ fún wọn pé why do you want to leave Nigeria? So àwọn gangan ló yẹ kó máa, but because they are not there for the people, they are only there for their pockets. That is why a senator can earn 20 million naira and a citizen can earn 70,000 naira, and they both go to the same market. So ẹ jẹ́ ká rò dáadáa. Ẹ̀yin tó tọ̀rọ̀ yé, inú wa dùn, a dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ̀yin tọ̀rọ̀ yé, ẹ bá wa ṣàlàyé fún àwọn tó ọ̀rọ̀ ò yé. Àwa tá à ń ké self-determination, kì í ṣe pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ebi ló pa wá o, púpọ̀ nínú wa ló ní iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wa, and we are not here because of the money. We donate our own money, we give our own time, we give our own resources, we sacrifice a lot just because of the welfare of our people. So ẹ̀yin tẹ̀dẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé wa tẹ nígbàgbọ́ sí wa, mo fẹ́ kí gbàgbọ́ yẹn kó túbọ̀ máa bí sí pé a ní dà yín. Tẹ́ bá gbọ́ anybody tó bá kúrò láàrin wa tó ní àwọn tó wà ní YSDM wọn believe in self-determination, fúnra ẹ̀ kò believe in self-determination. Àwọn tó jẹ́ pé socialist, mo ní socialist, socio-cultural activities ló bá wá, wọn ò bá self-determination wá. So ìgbà tó rí pé the heat is too much, they quickly jump ship and go to meet politicians whether they can get an appointment. So that is what it is. Then ẹ má gbàgbé owó ní kẹ̀kẹ́ ìyìn rere, a ní àwọn deep wallet tó ń support wa, iní tere èjì tere, that is what we use. GoFundMe wa yìí, it will actually do a lot of good for us. Àti pé it's easy to donate. Within 30 seconds, you can donate whatever you want to donate. There is no hard, you don't need to be computer literate. And you can donate anonymously. You can donate from Nigeria. You can donate from anywhere. Once you put your card in it and tell it to put whatever amount, it can donate. So àwọn tó wà nílé wọ́n lè donate sí, àwọn tó wà níta wọ́n lè donate sí. If you want your name to be there like myself, your name will be there. If you don't want your name to be there like how Adebanji Akintoye anonymous see, your name will not be there. So whatever you choose, you just look at it very carefully to ask you, your name will be displayed. Do you want it? Yes or no? You just click the button. So it's it's a very easy technology. Within 10 seconds, you will be through with it. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ nawọ́ ìrànlọ́wọ́ sí wa ká lè ran àwọn èèyàn wa náà ní Kwara àti Kogi lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú wa. Ẹ ṣé gan. Ẹ ti mute yágbóyájú.
Okay, ẹ ṣé gan màmá, ẹ ṣé gan Mr. Emola, màmá wa Adebanji Akintoye, ẹ bá kí gbogbo lé, ẹ bá wa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn guest wa náà, ẹ bá wa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn pé a pè wọ́n wá, ẹ kú gbogbo ìgbà, ẹ ṣé, ẹ bá wa gbóhùn sókè mà.
Ẹ ṣeun, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo èyí tẹ́ wà ní comment section, a rí gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ̀ ń tẹ̀, tí ẹ̀ ń bá wa ṣe àì, ọwọ́ tẹ́ fi ń tẹ̀, àkàndò ní dùn lágbára Ọlọ́run, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní fi gbọ́mọ sí o, kódà ẹ̀ ní fi gbé ara sí lágbára Ọlọ́run, ẹ tó bá máa kó àdàgbà nínú Yorùbá ojú òní tì yìí, ẹ ṣeun gan. A wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn àlejò wa tí wọ́n wá sí Yoruba World Media, kódà wọn kì í ṣàlejò onílé ni wọ́n, bàbá wa tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tẹ̀lé wọn lénìí tí mo gbàgbọ́ orúkọ wọn ní àlejò wa, bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá wọn kì í ṣe àlejò ìṣe àìmọ̀ fún olóko ìjọba ṣe bá ní ìtara ariwo yẹn ní sọ̀rọ̀ ìjọba àwọn ayé ibẹ̀ yẹn ariwo pọ̀ ẹjọ́ ṣe rí àwọn ariwo máa lọ sí orí broadcast ní ẹ má bínú tí ẹ bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀mí ìtara ìjọba wà ní àwọn nínú comment section àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ń béèrè yín bàbá wa Ẹ̀mọ̀lá wọ́n ní kẹ́ máa wálé ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan bí ò tiẹ̀ ju ẹ̀kan lóṣù kẹ́ máa wá kẹ́ máa fún wa ní update. Àwa Yorùbá Nation náà Yoruba World Media ti sọ fún yín several times náà pé kẹ́ máa wá, kò dìgbà tá a bá pè ibi kẹ́ wá, ẹ wá bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wá fún ọ update, ibi ní nǹkan dé o, ibi la wà o, ṣé ó ti báyìí o, kẹ́ fún ọ ní update kan is very very important. Àwọn èèyàn ń béèrè yín, àwọn èèyàn tún béèrè bàbá wa Adebanji Akintoye, bàbá wà dáadáa, a fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan pẹ̀lú wọn ní nǹkan tẹ̀bí méjì sẹ́yìn, ṣùgbọ́n àti set up kìíní yẹn fún bàbá ó ṣe àjòjì díẹ̀ lára wọn. Ìgbà tó wà ní Kútọnu wọ́n máa ń bá wọn set up ni, ṣùgbọ́n ibi tó wà ní ìsìn àwọn ọmọ á ti lọ sí ibi iṣẹ́, àsìkò wá dẹ̀ yàtọ̀, àsìkò Nàìjà làwa wà pẹ̀lú wọn ní ìsìn, àsìkò wa bí wákàtí 6 sí wákàtí 5 ni, á ti tó alẹ́, á ti tó òru kó tó di pọ́n ọmọdé ọmọ àṣìkẹ́ gbogbo ojú òní tiwa. bàbá wa wà dáadáa ẹ máa gbóhùn wọn ọjọ́ kan tá a bá ń ṣe program bíbáyìí màá pè wọ́n sórí fóònù bóyá wọ́n lè kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ ṣeun gan adúpẹ́ o akíyín o àtúpàdé láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà ká ó dìbò ṣe o ẹ ṣe.
ẹ ṣe gan màmá wa Adebanji Akintoye afẹ́fẹ́ àsìkò ìdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin oníyanṣe ọlọ́kàṣe tó gàrí náà wà nínú ẹ̀ ṣe gan adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín lónìí a discuss nípa bàbá wa ìjọ ẹ bá wa mute ní ọ̀dọ̀ yín ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ariwo kí ni speaker yín ń pariwo ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú ẹ ṣe gan a kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Yorùbá World Media ní àṣálẹ́ yìí inú wa dùn pé anytime tí a bá ti fẹ́ fún yín ní latest information ẹ máa ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa almost 100 ni ó darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní àṣálẹ́ yìí a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín bàbá wa Daniel Ọládìméjì Àìná thank you Mr. Adams a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wa a lè dárúkọ gbogbo yín tán lórí comment section ẹ má fi ṣèbínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí a sọ lónìí tí àwọn bàbá wa Ẹmọ̀lá àti bàbá wa arákùnrin Ṣèyí tí wọ́n sọ òun ni ọ̀rọ̀ nípa ilẹ̀ Yorùbá self-determination wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa restructuring pé restructuring kò lè ṣiṣẹ́ kó jẹ́ ká dúró lórí ọwọ́ wa pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gangan òun ni kókó òun ló ṣe pàtàkì òun dẹ̀ ló máa ṣe kí ni ló máa stop insecurity ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá so therefore a need the restructuring a need the regionalism a need the rárá ẹ jẹ́ ká máa tẹ̀ mọ́ wọn létí pé gbogbo eléyìí kò lè work nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti pé a tún wá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa the situation in Kwara as being a very important matter tó níta ní láti sọ wọ́n dẹ̀ yànnà náà wọ́n á sọ ìdí tí wọ́n ṣe tí àwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ gba ilẹ̀ Kwara tó jẹ́ part of ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé a ní territory it's just like our boundary bí wọ́n ṣe sọ ní orí ìkànnì Yoruba World Media lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn a tún sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Bishop asáré fún wa ní little update a dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bàbá wa Banji Akintoye pé bàbá wa Banji Akintoye wọn ò fi wálẹ̀ o wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú wa 24/7 àwọn ìpèníjà kéékèèké tí wọ́n ní ni wípé ẹni tí ó máa bá wọn connect àwọn social media àwọn technology tá à ń lò ẹ mọ̀ pé bàbá wà familiar with all those features so àwọn tó máa bá wọn ṣe wọn ń sí ní ẹmọ iṣẹ́ Amẹ́ríkà ó yàtọ̀ sí ìlú Kútọnù ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ó yàtọ̀ sí ilẹ̀ ibẹ̀ yẹn so kò sí ẹni tó wà tẹ́kì tó lè bá bàbá sẹ́ẹ̀tì studio láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa tí ẹ bá gbóhùn bàbá kò ń ṣe pé bàbá ò wà pẹ̀lú Yorùbá Nation so kò dẹ̀ fa ìrìn àjò Yorùbá Nation sẹ́yìn bóyá agbóhùn wọn ohun deputy chairman òun lẹ ti gbọ́ ní orí Yoruba World Media àti deputy leader mo ti gbàgbé state yẹn country ẹ lè rán mi létí bàbá Ẹmọ̀lá ẹ bá bínú ti Europe àwọn ni bàbá wa arákùnrin Ṣèyí ọmọlúàbí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni wọ́n a dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín and fún nǹkan tó ṣe pàtàkì jù tó ṣe kókó ni kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà lórí ìkànnì ẹ bá wa share program yìí ẹ jẹ́ kó débi tó yẹ kó dé ó lè dé àwọn alágbára tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá àwọn alágbára bí Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá bí Ògúnlẹ́sìn àti àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí màmá wa Comfort ṣe sọ lórí comment section ó lè débẹ̀ GoFundMe yẹn kò ní gbórúkọ wọn jáde kọ́kọ́ fi ọwọ́ sí ni tó bá ti fọwọ́ sí wọ́n lè lo anonymous ìyẹn má gbé orúkọ mi jáde òun ló ń pè ní anonymous wọn ò ní mọ ẹni tó sọ wọn ò dẹ̀ ní mọ ẹni tó fi síbẹ̀ so bí ó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn so ẹ̀yin alágbára wa tí ẹ fẹ́ gbójú jáde láti ṣe kíni láti support pé nǹkan táwa gbé lọ́wọ́ yìí ó wà very very important ìyẹn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá security ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó wà very very important ó dẹ̀ ń bọ̀ àwọn ládẹ́gbẹ̀ ọ̀run yabọ̀ kò ń ṣẹrù ẹnìkan tó bá dé tán ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ elite wa ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ dúró so òun ni àwọn bàbá wa tí wọ́n bá wa sọ ẹ dẹ̀ má gbàgbé láti share ẹ má gbàgbé láti subscribe lórí Yoruba World Media ìkànnì tí ó ń ṣe ojú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nípa ìjàngbara the voice of the nation òun ni Yoruba World Media a kì í já yín láyà a kì í gbẹ̀mí yín sókè lórí ìkànnì yìí a máa ń sọ bó bá ṣe rí ni nǹkan tó bá yẹ ká sọ àní sọ lórí ìkànnì yìí until the next one a máa rí yín ní on our next program which is going to be on Wednesday a lè jáde lọ́la ká tún sọ̀rọ̀ nípa GoFundMe bó bá ṣe ń lọ so that a lè máa fi wọ̀nyí bó ṣe ń grow sí bẹ́ẹ̀ a lè ṣe kí ni a lè gé ní more grant láti lè secure ilẹ̀ wa dáadáa. Orúkọ tèmi kò yí padà, Comrade Lamidi Akanbi, yágbó yájù ọkùnrin púpọ̀, èmi ni tí ń tòótọ́. See you on the next one. Ó dàbọ̀. Thank you. God bless you. Ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan la máa sun, ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan la máa jí. Ó dàbọ̀. Bye.
ó ti yá o ká jíjọ máa gbọ́ ó ti yá o ká jíjọ máa gbọ́ Yorùbá World Media ni mò ń sọ o ó ti yá o ká jíjọ máa gbọ́ Yorùbá World Media ìkànnì tó dúró tán fún jàǹgbára òmìnira ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Yorùbá World Media ìkànnì tó ń gbẹnu ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ fún òmìnira ilẹ̀ wa. Yorùbá World Media ìkànnì tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ sókè fún òmìnira ìran aládé gbogbo. Yorùbá World Media lórí YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Yorùbá World Media láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ ní Yorùbá World Media ẹ kàn sí wa lórí www.yorubaworldmedia.com tàbí kẹ́ fi àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ ṣọwọ́ sí wa látòrí ímeèlì wa info@yorubaworldmedia.com. Yorùbá World Media ìkànnì tó ń sojú ọmọ Yorùbá jákèjádò àgbáyé. bá sì ní lọ́ọ̀rì ọpẹ́ là ń dá gbogbo àwa Yorùbá Nation Youth website lábẹ́ àkóso olórí ọ̀dọ́ fún gbogbo ọmọ.